Yeah. FBA. Breeze Omega. You focused on the old me. Watch this. Yeah. Yeah, I'm different, but y'all focused on the old me. The Laker dynasty, the Shaq and the Kobe. Perpetual oyster, yeah, that's the rollie. You riding waves, chasing dicks like Moby. Yeah, I'm in the dark, sounding like a shinobi. Yeah, in your heart, I'm the one that you know, G. Filler packs and the scats with the OGs. Built it on a pill and at a funeral pie. Breathe, scat pack screaming, on par on the tide. You should have seen the truth straight through the wire. You know, country for old man. No one's gonna hire you. You feeling the sweat, wet with perspire. Truth teller, but they calling me a liar. Foundational black walking straight through the fire. I see the snakes, I see them shed skin. They're banging on the gates of hell, let them in. Tears of a clown, but I'm still smiling. Volume at a 10 while the world stays silent. Go ahead, let him spit words like Letterman. Foundational black, call me a veteran. Banging on the doors of hell, let them in. I seen the snakes, I seen them shed skin. Try to get close like they next to kin, but they messy with the games they playing. Burrito styles, I'm only one of many. Needles child, and I ain't falling for a penny. Keeping down, but it's so proud. They hate the black, cause we so loud. So I turn up the volume, Percocet, Oxy, Valium. Tears of a clown, keep the smile in the stadium. Blame it on my phone while you keep asking. I'm a king in the dark, y'all just acting. Truth teller, but they calling me a liar. Foundational black walking straight through the fire. I see the snakes, I see them shed skin. They're banging on the gates to hell, let them in. Tears of a clown, but I'm still smiling. Volume at a 10 while the world stays silent. But they calling me a liar. Foundational black walking straight through the fire. I see the snakes, I see them shed skin. They're banging on the gates of hell, let them in. Tears of a clown, but I'm still smiling. Volume at a 10 while the world stays silent.
Fall into the atmosphere. Breeze Omega, let's go.
I'm sitting here weightless like it's from the basic. Up by the moon, spaceship parked in the matrix. Time shifting, facelift, watching how the fakes was trapped in the atmosphere. No atlas to lift the sphere, then I woke. Falling through the atmosphere. Yeah.
Falling through the atmosphere. Falling through the atmosphere.
She didn't understand the mental. The visual was blurry. I'm leaning, I'm seeing central. Perception, distance is growing. I'm cosmic hurry. Don't worry, the vision is blurry. The jury is out on the flurry. The sin and act, it's like you don't know me no more. The vibe is for sure pure, like the bond between Bach and the Fanny Shakur. That's matriarch energy. I'm bleeding out empathy. You screaming, you don't like it? Well, the pressure is a gift. I'm in the zone now. Watch how the tectonic plates shift. Truth teller, no capping. Keep the record near. Look in my eyes. I'm the captain. The message is clear. I'm alone in this vacuum. Whoa, heart cold as the air, trapped in the atmosphere, anywhere. I'm sitting here weightless, like it's from the basic. Up by the moon, spaceship parked in the matrix. Time shifting, facelift, watching how the fate twist. Trapped in the atmosphere, no atlas to lift the sphere. Then I woke,
Falling through the atmosphere.
thinking I could break stones. Take tonic to make it home. Took a little bit of that just to leave the world alone. I fell in the zone, barbaric strength like Conan. Keep the snakes from the kids or whoever you boning. The theology is deep, but don't kill me, makes me stronger. The fall is eternal. Felt the days getting longer. Couldn't tell the AM from the PM. The sun from the moon. Praying to the Most High, get me out the tomb. Longevity, hoping I might hit the turf. Football, Jesus touchdown in the light. I'm in the clutch now, survive the rush now. Let's kick the atmosphere. The dust is settled now. I hear my seed screaming, Daddy, we glad you're here. But the dream is a meal. Then I woke back to the plumbing. Back to the atmosphere. No atmosphere. Just me.
Excuse me, sugar, what did you just say?
You heard me when I said y'all hoes got to move up off this corner.
Well, you better watch your little filthy mouth here. Now, you are talking to children of the Lord.
Y'all moving on, take that shit.
Wait a minute, bitch. Now, I ain't no killer. You understand me? Yeah. But don't you push me. Don't you touch me.
You gonna make me blow this whistle. I'll clear all this shit out with
Sugar,
this.
fuck you and your whistle. Right.
Y'all trying to use the Lord to sell pussy on this corner. I already know.
Wait a minute, you need to shut your little filthy mouth. Excuse me. Let's go on to church. Or we gonna pray for these niggas.
Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. Hallelujah, hallelujah. And they say amen. Thank God I made it in. Hallelujah, hallelujah. And they say amen. Thank God I made it in.
Hallelujah, hallelujah. You live like Jesus Christ. Whoever thought man breathes and be all nice. If it wasn't for the darkness, I wouldn't have seen the light. Greed, being mad, doing shit out of spite. If I never drown to come around, what I know about flight, you gotta fall to the bottom to know about the heights. I know mommy taught me about that wrong and right. But damn it, I've been doing wrong all my life. I took a vow with my words to God, so I'ma preach it right. I'ma reach you through your speakers tonight. Get your sneakers on, it's gonna be alright. When you gon' see me coming, it's gonna be alright, right? And we gon' be alright, right? Longevity and be alright, right? All day, we getting this life. Hallelujah, hallelujah. And they say amen, thank God I made it in. Hallelujah, hallelujah. And they say amen, thank God I made it in. Hallelujah, hallelujah. And they say amen, thank God I made it in. Hallelujah, hallelujah. And they say amen, thank God I made it in. Lord, forgive me for my sins. Forgive me for my hating. All those late nights I was getting those in. All the people left behind, my family, my friends. And they say blood's often thicker than water. I made a new blend, that's why I turned it to wine. And they say the devil's often a part of our mind. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, breezing. I'm ahead of my time. Been blessed by the unseen. They anointed my line. They say it's unclean, but I'm always loving the swine. I'm going forward, won't we nothing behind. I'ma make my own way, I ain't waiting for signs. And they say God made man in his own design. That's why we lay back, sit, and we often recline. Reason, birthed in the church, so I remain divine, man. Listen, y'all remain divine. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. And they say, yeah, man, yeah. Hallelujah, hallelujah. And they say, yeah, man, thank God, yo, I made it in. And yeah. Hallelujah, man. New York, Virginia, God, Smith and Company, made it in. Yeah.
Bitch, now I ain't no killer. You understand me? But don't you push me. Don't you touch me.
You gonna make me blow this whistle. I'll clear all this shit out with
Sugar,
this.
fuck you and your whistle. Right.
Y'all trying to use the Lord to sell pussy on this corner. I already know.
Wait a minute, you need to cut this. Shut your little filthy mouth. Excuse me. Let's go into church, and we're going to pray for these niggas. Have mercy, Jesus.
Let's go. I'm sitting here weightless, light years from the basic. Up by the moon, spaceship parked in the matrix. Time shifting, facelift.
Mic check. Yeah, we in here. I just put the headphones in the wrong spot. Atmosphere.
Understand the mental, the visual was blurry. The distance is growing, I'm in the cosmic
Curry.
It's like you don't know me no more.
More.
The vibe is pure like the bond between Pac and the Fiendly
Shakur.
Screaming you don't like it, but the pressure is a gift. I'm in the zone now, watching how the tectonic plate shift. Telling the truth, no cap, and keep the record clear. Look in my eyes, I'm the captain, message is clear. I'm alone in this vacuum, hard cold as the air trapped in the atmosphere. And you were never there.
All right, we are in here. What it do, family? It's your boy Breeze Omega, that's Breeze. Welcome to the Sunday Gospel Evening Edition. Shout out to Jesse Paris and the House Front Black News. You know what it is. Shout out to Fresh Always Certified Salute. Young Riaz, I think, sent an early message. What up, Young Riaz? What it do, family? I hope you had a great Juneteenth. And if you're a father, I hope you had an even better Father's Day. You know what it is? And that goes for my animal parents, too. I'm going to shout y'all out, too. All the dog dads. If a Nabisco can try to play like he's a dad because he got a damn dog, so can you. God damn it. But how y'all doing, family? What's going on? Yeah, it's been really nice. Real nice out here. I just got off from motherfucking work. I forgot to send my shout out to everybody on YouTube. I guess I'll post it after I'm done because I was working when I sent a video out. But it went to Instagram. I don't think it went over to YouTube like it was supposed to. But you know what it is, family. Let's just say the quiet part out loud. Carmelo is innocent. If you're not under a rock or in a time strain trapped somewhere between dimensions, your ass would see that video and you was like, yeah, that boy is innocent. You saw the way they thank you, Jesse. The way that young brother got pushed out of that tent, man, you could see that shit full as hell. And I know I'm gonna have some dumb niggas that's gonna sit there and say, well, when he got pushed out, why didn't he just run? Nigga, he didn't want to leave his belongings behind. Yeah, he's innocent, Jesse. There's no way after watching that video that you're gonna tell me, because they tried to release the grainy shit, but they act like brothers and sisters don't got technology. Some brothers and sisters have already cleaned up the graininess and all that type of shit due to technology, which probably comes from foundational Black Americans. I didn't dig into it too deep just yet, but I'm pretty certain we're the ones who came up with a way to clean up grainy videos. We do all the work. There's nothing around. That's why everybody want to attach and latch themselves to Juneteenth. This one African girl, Abby, she be nice and shit, but she was talking about how her family was celebrating Juneteenth and shit, and I just kind of looked at her. I ain't really want to say nothing really crazy because I was waiting to see what she would say crazy, but she didn't say nothing crazy, and she didn't. She was like, you guys are the original fighters here. Y'all guys. I'm so proud to be able to even try to say that we can try to celebrate with you guys but I still gave her that look like it ain't y'all goddamn holiday. But if you're gonna celebrate, come in and take your damn shoes off and your flip flops, and yeah, sit down. And long as you respect and understand what it's about, we fine. You know what it is. You know what it is. Happy Juneteenth. Wait, what the hell? Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Something stupid is happening. Hold on. Just trying to check something because something got hit on. Hold on, y'all. It's all good. We'll get it straight. Happy Juneteenth weekend to you as well, Jesse. You know what it is, man. Exactly what it is. All right. Yeah, I knew I kept seeing that timer kept coming on my thing. I hit a button and shit. It was about to have a timer shut me off. But I think I got it. But like I said, as long as you respect it, you ain't trying to co-opt it and make it about Africa, I'm fine. I'm fine. And she said all the right things, so I didn't get pissed with her. So whatever. Like I said to other people, it's okay to come to the party and the function. Just don't try to turn it into a goddamn Afro beats party or a goddamn jerk chicken party or a damn Jollof party. Cause that ain't what it is. That's why I don't like niggas who always making jerk chicken. I'm like, nigga, jerk chicken it ain't that popping. To some of y'all it is. The problem I have with jerk chicken a lot of times, I don't taste no salt. I don't like all them sticks and herbs on top of my shit without no salt mixed in with it. I need a little bit of salt, my nigga. I'm not like other niggas. I don't have high blood pressure. Oh shit, yeah, Jesse. Yeah, the other people with their bullshit. I told them I went down to the parade. I was talking shit to them. I went down to the parade and I talked shit to them. But other than that, I don't give a damn. Look, y'all niggas are not gonna get me emotionally charged with your bullshit. You know what you're doing, and it's disrespectful. They know what they doing, Jesse. They know what they doing. They being extremely disrespectful. Hey Siri, put on Do Not Disturb, please. Because I know bill collectors gonna start calling at any goddamn minute. That's what they always do. Shout out to the Church of Black Power. I was over there a little bit before I came on over here. Sorry if I ain't see you in there, Jesse. I was trying to multitask. Shout it out to family. But I'm not gonna hold y'all that long. We're gonna get to these stories because I feel like Restream, them niggas got like a timer on my black ass now. Word up. And just like that damn filthy Asian who sat up there and burned that cross and start playing like he don't know why he burned that cross. Oh, I was just thinking like, Trump and yeah. He live now. I was over there. Yeah, I was over there before I came in here. Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you was in there or not, Jesse, because I tried to shout out everybody before I left. I was in there listening for a good minute, church over there cooking as per usual. But let's listen to this filthy Asian. He's now in charge. I still feel like the charges he should get should be more severe. This whole idea you don't know nothing about the history of this country. Where the fuck did you come from? China Mac? Where'd you come from, China Mac? Where'd you come from, Bruce Lee? How the hell in Chow Mein did you not fucking know anything about the history of crosses being burned in this country? Come on. I thought a MAGA hat on top because I'm thinking MAGA hat, you know, they get the gist. Nobody could see that MAGA hat when it was burning up, nigga. But here he is. They just let him out of jail the other day.
After 72 hours behind bars, Merlin Liu, the man prosecutors say admitted to burning the cross in Grant Park, left the Cook County Jail. But we had questions about his actions that day. Do you have anything to say to the city? After 72 hours behind bars, Merlin Liu, the man prosecutors say admitted to burning the cross in Grant Park, left the Cook County Jail. But we had questions
only
about
72
his actions that day.
hours.
Do you have anything to say to the city of Chicago and the fear and emotions that you evoked by burning that cross?
In terms of the fear that I've evoked, I've already apologized, and I'm going to apologize sincerely again right now.
That apology is not enough for prosecutors who charged Liu with the hate crime and arson. Earlier this month, prosecutors say Liu was caught on surveillance video holding 2 long planks of wood and walking from Halsted to Roosevelt and then proceeded east toward Grant Park. And once there, he built the cross and then wrapped toilet paper around the cross and doused the cross in a gallon of kerosene after he tied a red hat to the top.
This is not intended to be a hate crime.
Liu's attorney in court says it was a misguided political protest. If you are in college or have taken college courses, how could you not know the context of that cross burn?
I didn't go to college for history.
But you are college. You had some college courses.
Nigga,
right?
you still got to take history when you're in college.
CPD released photos of a man they say ran from Grant Park. Why did you choose to run away after you burned the cross?
Of 12th grade.
That's just what I did, man.
So
that's
not
relevant.
Some can say you ran away because you were a coward. How do you
Chop
respond?
goddamn apology.
Why run? As Liu awaits trial, he says he now understands the racial context.
I've learned now the severity and the historical baggage and the context of what I've done. I understand that now, okay? Before, you can call it uneducated, you can call it ignorance. I understand that, okay? So that's that.
Where did you get the idea of a cross burning if you knew nothing about it?
Yeah.
From my brain.
He's due back in court next
Get out of here.
Jamont
From
Terry,
your
CBS
brain.
News, Chicago.
You're not that smart as a goddamn model minority if you tell me that I got burning cross. Burning cross like hot cross buns. I was thinking it is the same, right? Burning cross, hot cross buns. Nigga, if you don't go sit your goddamn kung fu fighting ass down somewhere, the fuck out of here. Talk about you didn't know. Ship his ass back to China right now. DSB, shalom, family. What it do, DSB? If you don't take your motherfucking chopstick eating ass home, it's all this bullshit. And then they wonder why. And these the people y'all had the nerve to give a goddamn hate crime bill, but the foundational Black Americans who go through all types of racism from not only the YT people, but to all these other damn groups. We can't get a goddamn anti-hate crime bill. And the mother who for that little baby, they already gave up. Once you get Ben Crump in your camp, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. That means she gonna get a payday, but she ain't gonna get no justice for her baby. Poor Cohen Wiley to have a dusty mama who interviewed with a goddamn bonnet on her head, didn't even have the respect for herself to take that bonnet off and clean herself up so she don't look like a damn stereotype. But she did it anyway. That's why I didn't get too emotional. I was swole a little bit, but I kind of brushed it off my shoulders right away. Yo, DSB, you already know, family. Yeah, he gonna learn it through his damn dental records when his teeth is all over the damn ground. And he gotta pick them up with chopsticks. And he gotta get that, what's that shit the niggas be counting with the balls on it and shit? And that nigga gotta try to count how many teeth he got. He's gotta slide them fucking balls left to right. I forgot the name of that stupid ass machine. Yeah, she had a damn bonnet on, Jesse. It was the saddest shit ever. I saw y'all this morning. I wish I could have came on, but I had to get out, go to the damn car show, then go to fucking work. Crazy work. Let's listen to our sister Theo the Truth.
I saw an interesting take from a lady that was talking about the baby that got shot, Colin Wiley. And she was saying that I can't believe what this country has become. Like, it's becoming something that I don't recognize. What if we become, and just, you know, she had a beautiful take, right? But what she was saying really made me think, like, sweetheart, this country ain't changed. It's always been that way. It's just that it wasn't
always
visible to you.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, motherfucker.
Unfortunately, a lot of your folks don't empathize with black
what it do, Pinky?
teens and adults.
What it do, the lovely
but
Pinky
because
well.
it's a baby, people are able to empathize and sympathize.
That's right, Fresh.
More because
Sacrificing
really no
her damn child for some damn money.
Infant. You can't flip the story and flip the script on an innocent baby. You can't Photoshop a machine gun in a baby's hand and make it seem like they're a criminal. But honey, this country has not changed. It's just that you were not able to see it before. We've been seeing it. And as heartbreaking of a story as this is,
yeah, you couldn't find Big Crump ass around.
Are probably not going to show a whole lot
to
of
help
shock,
goddamn
disgust.
Cyrus
yes,
family. All Carmelo.
Disgusted.
You ain't seen this Democrat shield nigga.
Feeling like, oh my God,
they feel like they finally got one in the bag now. So you're going to start seeing a lot more Democrats popping their head in on that case.
This is kind of to be expected. We knew that it was going to eventually get to this point. You got to do a little bit of digging. Look into the early 20th century, the Jim Crow era in the South and Mississippi specifically. Things that have happened to black people in those time period and the whole 20th century before that, but stuff that we have actual records of. This is not nothing new.
All right, come on, Restream. Stop your bullshit. Y'all don't like the motherfucking truth. I realize it. Oh no, she actually was at the end. The video got cut short. I'm about to blame Restream just now. Let's go. We got another. We got a Tether Radio 1 song. Get that red, black, and green shit out of here.
Juneteenth was intended for no immigrants. It's a story and I struggle, peep the significance. Ancestors paid the cost, that's the difference in it. FBA. Blood, sweat, and tears build up the dividends. Every scar on the page got its own sense of memory. Change turned to freedom after countless incidents. History ain't a rumor, we got living witnesses. Names carved in stone, we survived all the bitterness. From the cotton fields to boardroom establishments. Turning pain into power, that's a real accomplishment. Every generation adding on to increments. Trying to leave our children something more than simple remnants.
That's right, Pinky. The enemy count has went up. The blue. That's right.
I study every lesson, every quote, every document. I study every lesson, every quote, every document.
Yeah, let me spin the block on that one more time.
Funny colors, we not down with them. Funny colors. Storm came through the city, turned to muddy waters. Still standing 10 toes, carrying the weight on shoulders.
Nah, Pinky, we've been all going in on that shit.
The red, the white, the blue.
Juneteenth was intended for no immigrants. It's a story and our struggle, peep the significance. Ancestors paid the cost, that's the difference in it. FBA. Blood, sweat, and tears, but though the dividends. Every scar on the page got its own sentiments. Change turned to freedom after countless incidents. History ain't a rumor, we got living witnesses. Names carved in stone, we survived all the bitterness. From the cotton fields to boardroom establishments. Turning pain into power, that's a real accomplishment. Every generation adding on to increments. Trying to leave our children something more than simple remnants.
We not down with the funny colors.
Yep. Hey, Serious S, what it do, beloved? Thank you, beloved.
The red, the white, the blue.
I study every lesson, every code, every document. I study every lesson, every quote, every document.
Word up. Word up, Pinky. Word up. I'm going to send you my number. Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what it is. And my damn daughters, they ain't even give a damn. Well, they did give a damn this morning. They were like, where you going? I was like, to work. They was like, work? You got to work on Father's Day? I'm like, yeah, I got to go to work. And then I was like, I'll see y'all when I get home. They act like, yeah, we'll be here. I get home. Ain't nobody. These niggas ain't even here. They done put Momo in the damn cage. they broke the hell out of here. I'll see them when they come home. Know what it is. Yes. Yeah, that's why we gonna start setting up shit. Yeah, I had to check two niggas I used to go to high school with about that shit. I was like, y'all too old to not be knowing what the fuck is going on, brother. I said, what are you, under a rock, or are you still in denial? With the red, black, and green flag, that was always our flag. No, it wasn't, nigga. That was the Pan-African flag. Remember, nigga, we was the only niggas wearing black medallions, no gold, like some dumbass niggas. Yeah, Pinky, is you on Discord? Yeah, we can get on Discord. I be forgetting we could just go on Discord. Yeah, word up. Word up, Jesse. Yeah. We can get on Discord. You just go get it from the App Store, Pinky, or whatever. Yeah, once you get on Discord, then I'll invite you. Or Jesse, or Riaz, or Project Leroy, or Cal Dog. We all over there on Discord. Oh, Crew is over there too. Crew Royalty. Oh, my Discord, Jesse. Shit is I got a server and all that, Jesse, so it's just Breeze Omega. Yeah, my shit is just Breeze Omega. I don't want nothing in the wish list. I don't want to go to no shop. I don't want to go nothing. Yeah, I gotta amp that shit up. Yeah, it's just Breeze Omega. It's called Discord. Yeah, Jesse, my shit is just Breeze Omega. sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, and I got my own little server room, so we can definitely get in there. The app is called Discord, Pinky. Discord. Shout out to Tether One Radio, FBA policy, for dropping another banger. I swear, I be loving them songs. I be over on TikTok. I be over there every time FBA policy drop a new joint. I be right there. I be right there. Word up. The red, the white, the blue. Shout out to Black Alpha Network. This blackout is kicking their ass, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I didn't really think this shit was gonna really kick ass, like, cause we seeing a few niggas getting knocked in the head and catching some hell fucking with these damn Asians, but it's very few. So the message is out there. The code is taking effect. The code is taking effect. The family is out there. Please do me a favor. Hit that like and subscribe when you come into the room. I appreciate you, family. It does a lot to help us get that algorithm bumping. What it do, Max Wheezy, Maxwell Jenkins in the house. Our good brother Maxwell. Happy Father's Day to you, my good brother. To all the family in here that are fathers, happy Father's Day. And I'm telling y'all, I really feel the love. I feel like the FBA love is at the highest it's ever been, man. Particularly when I run across older brothers and sisters. Because we was told, like, oh, this is just some internet shit. And I mean old black people who ain't really on the internet, you know? But the one old brother, he's like, I got the TikTok on my phone, but that's because my grandbaby, she told me, she's like, Grandpa, you need to get it. Because all the stuff you ever was worried about, Grandpa, you got to come to TikTok. And that old dude told me, he's like, man, when I saw y'all youngsters over there on TikTok giving out that fire, he said, man, that brought a tear to my eye. And I said, thank you, good brother. Yeah, Afro Think Tank is a goofy. Okay, Jesse. Damn, Leo Spell, you going live right now too? Let me see. Yeah, I'll share Nitro with my friends later. Discord. Oh, I see it right there. Super Negro, what up? That ain't you, Jesse, is it? Oh, wait, hold on. Who is Bella? I don't see. I don't know who Bella is, but I still don't see it yet, Jesse. It could be something with them. Send it again if you can, Jesse, because I don't know unless you were Super Negro. Unless you were Super Negro, Jesse. What it do, A. Jones? Nah, you know what Afro Think Tank was doing? that nigga was trying to go there. That nigga was trying to go there so he could say, y'all FBA niggas ain't doing shit. But now niggas, oh, that's you? Okay, Jesse. All right, I got you. I'm like, oh, shit. Somebody named Super Negro. Shit. Shout out to Jesse Paris. Yeah, I'm just Breeze Omega over there. You'll find me easily. All right, good to know that you are Super Negro. Good to know. Good to know. Let's keep it moving. Let our brother, the OG from out in Portland, Oregon, hit us up.
Happy Juneteenth, and we are not 12 to 13% of the population. Stop believing that lie. On this Juneteenth, we're going to clear out the lies in this country. Happy Juneteenth, and we are not 12 to 13% of the population. Stop believing that lie.
We are not.
On this Juneteenth, we're going to clear out the lies. You're being told that black Americans only make up 12 to 13% of the population, and we've been told that for years and years and years. The U.S. Census Bureau went out of their way to undercount black Americans and overcount non-Hispanic white Americans. In 2020, the Census Bureau admitted to this, that they've done it for years. See, you've been told that we're 12 to 13% of the population, when the fact is, if you look at the Pew Research Center, they analyzed the Census Bureau's numbers and other resources, and they found that black Americans from the year 2000 until 2024 regrew by more than 30%. Yeah, that's a whole lot of us now. And you may be wondering, why is it that people have gone out of their way to lie to you, to mislead you, to tell you that you are only 12 to 13% of the population? Well, let me explain. One, if you tell people that, they will believe that themselves. They will internalize that themselves. We have internalized those lies. And so we believe that we are too small to make any kind of political or social change in this country. Unfortunately for the dominant white society and white supremacists, many of this so-called 13%, we are not mentally colonized. So it wouldn't matter if we only made up 1% of the U.S. population, we would still resist. But we are more than 12 and 13%. We are at minimum 14.5 to 16% of the U.S. population. But I believe we are actually 20 to 23% of the U.S. population. If you go down to the South right now, the Deep South, and you go ask any white or black social worker, they'll tell you, yes, there's a whole lot more black people than what you're being told. The U.S. Census Bureau openly admitted to undercounting black Americans and overcounting non-Hispanic white Americans. They openly admitted to this in 2020. There's a whole lot more of us than what you realize. See, we lived in swamps. We lived in some of the, let's just say, unfriendly parts of the country in terms of nature, and we survived. There's a bunch of black people down south right now who don't even have birth certificates. Were not born in the freaking hospital. They are completely off the grid. White people talk about being, doomsday preppers and living off the grid and living like Mad Max, when there's millions of black people in this country who've been living like that for centuries. And you never see them. They'll go off into a freaking cabin in the goddamn woods. There are a bunch of black people who do that. I'm telling you. They go out into the freaking woods, and you'll never see them again. They only come out to get freaking supplies. But there's a whole lot more black people than what you realize. And we are asking for reparations. And I'm going to tell you something now. The dominant white society and white supremacists should also realize how many black people there actually are. Happy Juneteenth.
There you go. There you go. Our brother always kicking that knowledge. And he's right. He's right. I believe that wholeheartedly. I believe the 22%. I've been saying 22% because that's the number I keep getting. Every time I've done my research, it brings us up to like 22%. But he could be right. It could be 23. But I know when I was doing my math, I kept coming out with like 22.8. So to me, that's 23, really, because it's 22.8. If you round that number, because you were taught to either round down or round numbers up. And that's because it's above 5, you would round that number up. So that would put us at 23%. So I concur with that, brother. And yeah, a lot of our family, I got family in the sticks. I got family in the boondocks, way out there on the block. Shit, I'm telling you. I'll take y'all to Alabama. I'll show y'all some shit. Word up. Keep it moving.
A former San Antonio cop who was fired for feeding a homeless man a sandwich filled with dog feces has just been promoted to police chief. Matthew Luckhurst now runs the entire police department in Benavides. A former San Antonio cop who was fired for feeding a homeless man a sandwich filled with dog feces has just been promoted to police chief. Matthew Luckhurst now runs the entire police department in Benavides, a small Texas town of just 1,100 people. He was sworn in as chief on June 1st after the city council voted to appoint him back in April. It all goes back to 2016. While on patrol, Luckhurst bragged to a fellow officer that he had scooped feces off the ground, placed it between two slices of bread, and left it in a styrofoam container next to a sleeping homeless man. His own colleagues were so disgusted, they reported him to Internal Affairs. Just a month later, he struck again. Luckhurst allegedly defecated in a women's restroom at the station without flushing, then smeared poop on the toilet seat after a female officer asked for it to be kept clean. The police chief at the time called it one of the most disgusting, vile, and repulsive things anyone had ever done. He was fired by San Antonio twice, then fired again by another department, before finally landing in Benavides. Now, he's the one in charge.
I got a bridge for you niggas. If you think Latinos is still our friends, I got a bridge to sell y'all. Here you go. You got a white supremacist. And that was a homeless black man. They left that part out, that it was a homeless black man that he fed the feces sandwich to. These people are fucking despicable. Downright despicable. And the whole town of Benavides, Texas should be named Mud. Don't no black people go there. Do not fuck around and go to Benavides, Texas. What it do, FBA Convo? Happy Father's Day, FBA Convo. Happy Juneteenth. That's right, Maxwell. And they let him become the goddamn police chief of that town. Wow. And not only did he feed somebody a feces sandwich, he sat there and went and put feces on the woman, defecated on the women's floor like a damn chimp, like a damn monkey, like a goddamn motherfucker out of the jungles of God knows where, defecates on the floor, smears poop all over the women's toilet seats and on the wall. What type of sick motherfucker you gotta be to be doing shit like that? And they let you become chief of police? Man, fuck all you niggas who say white supremacy ain't real. Fuck you. And your mama and your daddy too. Yeah, he would have had to been pew. They supposed to took him out. Took that nigga straight up off the universe and put him in the netherworld where he belonged. He could be down there with Austin Metcalf and goddamn Charlie Kirk. That's where his ass belonged. Look at that devil. Boy, they be always wanting you not to talk about racism and race, but yet they consistently are behind these people who do these despicable acts and want to act like something's wrong with us. Man, fuck these people. Go ahead, my brother Black Alpha.
When I tell y'all that they out here copping pleas because they're afraid of this FBA blackout, that's what it is. Think what we done, fam. We found out exactly what we was going to do. We said every single community that disrespects us and insults us, we are going to target them with our money. That's what we said. And then we turned around and said we're going to get brothers and sisters all across the United States of America to get on code and to go ride. That's what we did. And
Diamond
then we said,
and Pinky
and this
was
is the
here
most
the other
beautiful
day, and
part.
you wasn't
We're going to
FBA
get
combo.
a foundational Black American to represent every single generation. We're going to get our foundational Black American baby boomers. We're going to get our foundational Black American Gen Xers. We're going to get the millennials, and we're going to get the Gen Z. And family, let me tell you something, fam. It's happening right now. We got every single era, every single generation well represented in time, and we moving. You got to feel it right here, fam, and you got to feel it right here, fam. This is special. Understand that something special is happening.
Special.
This is special.
Real
this
special.
Blackout is different. It hits different. It feels different. We moving different.
That's why I told people, I like, this is the greatest time ever to be alive as a foundational Black American.
We're delineating with dollars.
Greatest time.
We're not just delineating
like
with our words, with our actions,
60s.
with our phrases. Fam, we're getting straight to the bag. We're delineating with dollars now. And you're seeing what dollar delineation does to these people. It makes them petrified. We've shut every single door, every single window. There's no more means of sneaking into the compound of foundational
We doing
Black
everything that
this
our parents and our parents didn't do.
To where
we
now
doing something new.
You can't come
we
in.
never
There's no
thought
way
to say,
in.
hey man, you
can't
know
try
what?
to
We
find,
not
you can't
fucking
go
with
up
y'all,
top, on the
period.
bottom, no access. You can't knock on the door and say, hey, I'm your long lost tether friend. None of that is happening. We have shut down and disallowed anybody from coming into the house of foundational Black.
Yeah, we ain't a
it's
group.
Too late for an apology.
All the Solani, ethnic American, ADOS, Moors,
they
whatever.
Tell us you buy, you go.
If you got the lineage, you're still an FBA.
Black Americans can't get together.
It doesn't matter. We're not a group. We're a lineage.
Lift ourselves up, and then we check them.
Those
and
other things are group.
Then they go back to the table and say, oh, I'm sorry. And now we done updated the game and said, F your apology, F your talk, and F you.
Fuck. That's right. Fuck your apology. That's the greatest thing. That is the greatest thing. Shout out to Black Alpha Network. The Blackout is 24/7. This is the new normal. You motherfuckers just gonna have to get it the way you want it and how you live it. Because like I said, y'all gonna have to get it by your bootstraps. And without us, because we up, remember, everybody was coming up off of us. They were using us as a goddamn stepping stone. Let everybody come in our neighborhood, talk crazy to us, and act crazy while making money off of us. Not no more. I've been seeing videos on TikTok of brothers and sisters who need to go shopping, and this brother and this sister look kind of, they look kind of young, and like they, the projects is right around the corner. And the brother's got a bag, and there's a brother in the car. And he sees them going. He like, hey, brother, don't go in that damn store. And the brothers tell him, like, man, this is the only place we can get groceries that's in distance to our house. I'm trying to make dinner tonight. The brother's like, where you want to go, man? And the brother picked them, that brother and sister up, and took them to a goddamn grocery store that was, I think it was a Black American grocery store, because there was a lot of Black people in there. And there wasn't no Asians, wasn't no Nabiscos. I only saw foundational Black Americans in that store. And that brother took them there and then took them back home. The girl started crying. The brother, he started crying too after his girls start crying. And the older brother was like, man, he's like, y'all ain't got to cry. This is what we need to do for other Black people. We need to be looking out for each other. If I got a whip and you ain't got no whip, I need to be able to, I need to say, I ain't got shit to do right now. I'm up here just chilling because I'm watching who going in that store. And I saw y'all, boom, let me give y'all a lift to the goddamn grocery store. And that shit touched my motherfucking heart. I had to shed a damn tear because I said, this shit feel great. It feel good that we finally reaching in and tapping into each other. Word up, Pinky. I feel you on that. I feel you. We all been telling them that shit forever. But finally now, it's been enough fucking stones thrown through a glass house that niggas finally can see the other side and realize, like, damn, I've been on the wrong fucking side all this time trying to be nice when these people, I'm not saying you need to snap on any Nabiscos that come around you or somebody or Latino or Asian. What I'm saying is, don't spend your money with them. Spend your money with your people. finally start putting your money, because that's the one thing these people understand, either violence or the almighty dollar. That's what they understand. Violence or the almighty dollar. These people are crazy. Shout out to Black Alpha Network. Go check out my brother. Oh, we gonna have the activists
when I tell
over here.
y'all
Oh, sorry
that
about
they
that.
out here copping pleas because they're afraid of this FBA blackout. That's what
I
it's
ain't mean to
we
replay
done,
that.
We
But
found out.
we gonna have the activists over here. Our good brother though, he's been going through some shit real quick. So I told him, once you feel up to it, let me know. And we gonna have the activists over here. A. Jones, that part right there. That part right there is how we function before the immigrants. Real motherfucking talk. I remember I was telling y'all that the other day. I was like, our sister who be doing she be doing all the history and the great black inventors. I told y'all I'm gonna get her over here too. Where Jessie at? What's her name again, Jessie? I be forgetting her name. I got it written down. I just don't feel like getting up and grabbing my notebook. But I got her pinned. I got her pinned as a guest soon. She's gonna be a guest soon. I'm gonna start off with the activists, and then I'm gonna start having like a thing where I have different foundational Black American content creators who do work for the family, and we just gonna start bringing them over here. We gonna all start talking. Like she got my phone number. I gave her my phone number. The activist got my phone number. I need to give y'all my phone number. So we need to be in touch with each other. But I'm going to get to that story since we was talking about that in the last broadcast. Here she go.
I'm starting to think they're hiding this from us because every time you order something online, different computer systems are quietly talking to each other. I'm starting to think they're hiding this from us because every time you order something online, different computer systems are quietly talking to each other behind the scenes. And a black man named Kerry Holly figured out how to make that work. So back in the day, big companies had all these different computer systems built at different times for different jobs, but none of them could really talk to each other. So if you needed information from one system to show up in another, that was a problem, a big one. But Kerry Holly knew there had to be a better way. So he helped build a method for getting those systems to share information smoothly. That idea became one of the building blocks for how modern software is built today. So the next time your phone pulls up your bank balance, your health records, and your food order all in one spot, think about the foundational Black American who helped lay the groundwork for that. Send this to somebody who's on their phone all day.
Boom, man. Big shout out to our sister right there. She is so fucking on point with this. And that is the realest shit ever right there. This is once again, I tell Black people, there's not nothing in this country, on this planet, in this universe that we didn't have a spectacular hand in that event. We are the real culture movers. We are the real things that make things great in America. It is foundational Black Americans. And whatever else you would like to call yourself, don't change the lineage, but whatever you want to call yourself, we are the purveyors of the realness that makes this shit happen. We are the gears. We are the goddamn everything that make everything spin and turn and twist and turn. That's us, foundational Black Americans. Shout out to our sister. Word up. Everything. There's not nothing we ain't fucking invent, that we ain't create, that we ain't have a hand making better, even if a Nabisco might have thought about it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Everything. All your toys, your video games, your computers, your banking, your goddamn, the mop you use to mop your floor with, the toilet bowl, the refrigerator, your door that you gotta turn your key to get into every day. Oh, that was all done by us. And praise the Most High. . Praise the Most High for that. Happy Juneteenth, family. Look at that beautiful flag. And it ain't got no goddamn LGBT shit underneath. Oh, and I love how they ring that bell. That's right, Maxwell. We are the foundation and soft power of this country. Matter of fucking fact. Oh, I love that bell. Got tethers all upset. Wait, these niggas. What? I am so sick of you niggas and your Juneteenth. And you got Asians out here. Keep the delineation up, family. Keep the all 24/7, all year, all fucking century, all millennium, all forever blackout. Time to black out all these people, not just the damn Asians, but the Latinos, the goddamn Africans. Everybody gonna get some get right in 2026, going into 2027. Praise the Most High. Let's go.
More than 75% of the soldiers that went to their brothers and sisters in Texas were black men. Did you know that? Texas always knew about the emancipation, but they deliberately hid it. More than 75% of the soldiers that went to free their brothers and sisters in Texas were black men. Did you know that? Texas always knew about the emancipation, but they deliberately hid it. Did you know that? Let's talk about the real history behind Juneteenth and more proof of what makes black Americans unlike any other group of people on earth. The story we are fed every single year is a passive fairy tale that says that our ancestors just sat around for 2.5 years, out of the loop, waiting on the slow message
and didn't know
the news of freedom. But that story completely erases a massive economic conspiracy and a literal guerrilla war. See, freedom wasn't handed on no piece of paper. It had to be enforced with rifles. When the Emancipation Proclamation was signed in 1863, slaveholders across the South relocated instead of surrendering. They treated Texas like a secret vault. They packed up their operations and forcibly marched an estimated 150,000 enslaved people deep into the interior of Texas. They used the relative isolation of Texas to deliberately hide the reality of emancipation, desperate to squeeze out millions of dollars in illegal cotton profits until the absolute last second. So when Major General Granger finally landed on the shores of Galveston on June 19, 1865, he wasn't breaking news to people who were out of touch. He was executing a military shutdown of a rogue human trafficking operation. But a military order doesn't instantly change a society, and that's where the physical defiance of black Americans changed history. If you read the fine print of General Order Number 3, it actually tried to protect the agricultural setup. It literally advised the newly freed people to, quote, remain quietly at their present homes and work for wages. But our ancestors knew that staying on those same plantations meant freedom in name only. They tried to leave instantly to find separated families and build independent lives. The YT planners responded, setting up armed blockades on roads and patrolling rivers to hunt them down. And who was there to actually break the power of those brothers?
Pinky, I ain't see that. That's some disrespectful tether shit.
Regiments like the 29th and 31st USCT, made up of those black soldiers who
Caribbeans don't
Texas,
got no
stepped
soul.
into those plantations, weapons drawn, physically forcing the YT ruling class to back down.
I'm not talking about spiritually. I'm talking about soul, that mojo.
Slaves, but the men
we got
guns.
The mojo.
This unbreakable spirit of independent self-reliance is what makes black Americans completely unique. In 1872, right here in Houston, unique. Like the Reverend Jack Yates, Richard Allen, and Richard Brock organized the community. Dollar by dollar, family by family, they pulled together $800, an immense fortune at the time, and bought 10 acres of land, the first black-owned public park in the United States. And when they gathered there to celebrate, black Civil War veterans stood guard around the perimeter with rifles, ensuring their community's safety. Juneteenth is not a story of people passively waiting on a late message. It is a story of immediate, armed, and independent self-reliance of black Americans who fought for their sovereignty every step of the way. We are the descendants, and we've celebrated that for over 150 years. Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth. Happy motherfucking Juneteenth. And you know what's so funny, family? I'm glad he brought that part up about the first public park. Because white people weren't making parks for people. It was black people. Just like all our Buffalo Soldier brothers, all these national parks that you see, all of them national parks from east, west, north to south were created and built by foundational black Americans. When the Biscos act like they so hippie-fied and they care about the environment, Call it hogwash, because that's exactly what it is. It's hogwash. Right, A. Jones, word up. That shit my aunt did. My aunt did the whole thing. And my aunt, she one of those people who used to believe that, oh, we had some African or some shit in us. And once she did the family tree, she was like, damn, nephew, you've been telling the truth all the time. Ain't no damn Africans. I told her that. I said, shit, you should have just asked Aunt Teresa before she passed away. That was one of my staunch supporters, my Aunt Teresa. I mean, not my Aunt Teresa, my aunt, uh-oh, about to be in trouble right now. I got her name right on my name and shit. That's my cousin Junebug mother. Y'all know when I be talking about Junebug. Well, Junebug mother, she was like, nephew, she was like, this right here that you saying, this is the realest stuff. Because, those of us, remember, part of your family, baby, is from up here in Long Island. Now, you tell us where us black people from Long Island, where we came from. Andre, my Aunt Andre. And my Aunt Andre and them, they from on the east side of Long Island. That's where they come from. They come from Amityville and Wyandanch and all that. See, when I grew up, I never seen no red native. All the Indians I ever seen when I grew up were black. I could take you to Long Island right now. Some of these museums are still open on Long Island. And you can go there, even on the whitest plantation on Long Island called Old Bethpage. On Old Bethpage, they got 3 statues and a totem pole, and it's only got black people faces on it. Ain't no red natives, ain't no nothing like that. I'm going to show y'all a picture of my cousin Junebug. I'm going to get a picture of my cousin Junebug. And y'all going to see Junebug. Y'all going to be like, damn, that nigga look like an Indian. He look more Indian than Chief Dusty Wolf. Because Chief Dusty Wolf does have an Indian kind of look to him. But my cousins on that side, they damn sure look like goddamn Indians. Yeah, that's right. We niggas. Word up. Word up, A. Jones. Word up. That's shit. That's exactly. I remember my mother. My mother used to have this saying when my brother or me and my brothers wanted to do something like of other people. My mother would say, y'all doing all this Caribbean shit. If your ass had to be Caribbean, you wouldn't want to be Caribbean. I never understood what my mom said back then. I didn't really understand what she said. I just thought my mom was a hater. I thought she just didn't like African or Caribbean, nothing. My mom was telling the goddamn truth. African, what's all this African stuff? If your ass wanted to be African, because my brother was into all that shit. I only did one Pan-African thing, but my brother was the type of nigga, R.I.P. Beats. Happy Heavenly Father's Day, brother. I'm gonna call your kids too. I forgot I gotta call them tonight. But my motherfucking mother, she would be like, nigga, all this African stuff y'all doing. If you want to be African, if you was African, you wouldn't want to be African. Just be black, god damn it. That's what my mother used to say. And I used to thought she was a hater. But turns out my mother was motherfucking right. She told the motherfucking truth. Word up. Shout out to Marshall. I'm about to post a picture of my mama on my community feed tonight. Y'all tell me if she looked like me. That's what I get all the time when people see a picture of my mother. They be like, God damn, she look just like you. And that's what I've always said. I say the mother, children, they tend to look like the mother. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to X out my funny shit because I got funny shit in here. Yo, hold on. Yeah, that's funny too. Hold on. I'm just trying to X out my funny stuff. Because I got stuff that's mixed in. I'm trying to go through it. Because I just be downloading shit and sending it to myself. But let me get it. Let me get it. I was laughing at Church of Black Power because this nigga Church said he do the same thing. He be emailing himself. I start laughing. I'm like, damn, me and Church do the same damn thing. If I can't get the story the way I want to get it, I might have to email it to myself. I forgot what Tether Freak was on, but I think Tether Freak might have been on to something. Let's watch.
Made them forfeit because they would not wear pride jerseys.
Refused to wear the special Pride Night jersey, so this game is being treated as a rainout.
I would ask the community made them forfeit because they would not wear pride jerseys.
Refused to wear the special Pride Night jersey, so this game is being treated as a rainout.
I would ask the community for understanding. Running an organization in this way.
Now they're facing backlash from people online because the organization stated that Pride Night was way more important than trying to force people to put on jerseys to play a game. So they canceled their game, resulting in a loss, and now proceeded to promote Pride Night in order to empower the community. It was stated that out of 28 players, only 9 players were willing to put on the Pride jerseys. The rest of them stood in solidarity saying that they're not putting it on. Now, people on social media are saying that those are grown men. If they don't want to put something on, they don't got to put something on, and that the game should not have been canceled because you pay good money to go watch those games. While others are saying that as grown men, why do they have a problem with putting on a jersey? So what do you guys think about the situation? Do you guys think that the grown men should have sucked it up and put on the jerseys, or pause? Or are they right for going with what they believe in and not putting it on?
You're right. Whenever you stand up for something that is not part of what you do, you're right. Because Neely Fuller Jr. said you're supposed to ask the question. What is it? What does it do? And 3, is it productive? And there's nothing productive about homosexuality. Just letting y'all know. Not to knock down homosexual people. Not to kick on y'all. I know, because I got a lot of homosexual people that I consider that I'm cordial with and things of that nature. But it doesn't change your life. It doesn't uphold society. It doesn't do anything better. Because I had one gay nigga tell me, well, you know, with all these people, overpopulation. I said, so you think overpopulation is the problem? All this big land all across the world, in America, everywhere else, you telling me overpopulation. That's why you chose to be a moist nigga. Nigga, that doesn't matter when they're still clean cutting all the damn trees, when they're still dumping oil in the water, when they're still polluting all your food, all your air. What the hell does that have to do with overpopulation? That's right, Pinky. That would be in support of. I'm not wearing nothing like that. All the niggas in my break room was looking crazy at me when I told them I don't watch soccer. And they was like, wait, no, it's football. I said, in your language, it's football. Football to me, nigga, comes with a helmet and shoulder pads. Not a nigga just running around kicking a damn soccer ball. To me, soccer is a poor man's sport. I don't have shit to do with soccer or football, as y'all try to call it. We got kickball in America. We don't call it motherfucking football or nothing. It's called kickball. A great American pastime. I'm going to bring this story to y'all where kickball almost became an actual sport in America. They had it lined up. But guess what? When they first started to try to sign up for the first kickball teams, they stopped it because there were no white people signing up for it. Because white people really don't play kickball. That's a foundational Black American sport. Kickball. Go across America. You can go to Black schools right now, all across America. All the Black kids is playing kickball. Because kickball encompasses not only being able to kick a ball, catch a ball, and throw that big red ball and hit a nigga. Yeah, that's right, A. Jones. Kickball, yes. Soccer, no. Or football, as them niggas like to try to tell me at my job. I was like, I don't care what y'all say. It's called soccer here. When we see these white women coming in the store and they got on a soccer mom shirt, do you walk up to them and tell them that's the wrong name? Oh, that killed them. That shut the whole break room up. I said, so, all right, if people walk around with soccer mom, not football mom on their shirt, and y'all don't say nothing to them, I don't want to hear shit about football. It's called soccer. When you go to Mexico or whatever Latin American country you're from or whatever Caribbean country or African country, you can call it football. Even when you go to England, you can call it football, nigga. But when you're here on this soil, nigga, it's called soccer. Go ahead, Donnie.
Over 50% of Nigerian population practice open defecation. It's because they can't afford toilets. I know it stinks, right?
Y'all hear this
Over
shit?
50% of Nigerian population practice open defecation. It's because they can't afford toilets. I know it stinks, right?
Experts
y'all hear that?
As very worrisome. Data from UNICEF also show that about 102,000 children
this from UNICEF.
the age of 5 lose their lives to diarrhea every year.
Diarrhea.
Southwest Nigeria is currently
y'all passing away from diarrhea?
More than half of its
Holy
population
shit.
still practicing open defecation.
That's a lot of kids every year. 102,000 kids from defecation? Man, make it make sense.
In 2022, the state government launched a roadmap.
You even have rich Nigerians complaining about the smell.
A very wealthy friend of mine was saying to me that, I want to go to London. I don't like it when I'm here at all. He said it's so bad that, do you know I can't even go for a walk in my estate? That the place stinks.
But aren't they in a rich estate? Why is it stinking?
Yes. I mean, this guy is definitely a dollar billionaire. No.
How Nigeria stinks is because everybody's practicing open defecation. And this is so unsanitary. It's stated that kids are losing their lives to diarrhea and all the germs and viruses and diseases that spread because of open human defecation. Y'all need to work on the infrastructure and your waste systems and get in some toilets. What is going on in Nigeria?
And that food too, nigga. I guess a pound of fufu on that ass. You can't hold that shit. You walking that skinny body in all that heat. You gotta let that fufu out. Oh, nigga. Nigga be hanging on a tree with a leaf. And yeah, got the nerve to eat with their hands. I was about to say that. And I was about to say, you know, these niggas eat with their hand. They just bring one bowl with a thing of water. Everybody got to wash their hand in that bowl. Crazy shit, man. Y'all crazy. They was acting like I was uppity. When I went over to Ghana, all them niggas was acting like I was uppity. I was like, nigga, I need a fork. My wife, she wanted to try it at first. She was like, ugh. She was like, can I? Yeah, she was like, yeah, please, can we get a fork? I don't know. They couldn't even find a goddamn fork. They had to give us a spoon. This shit crazy. What type of world is that? Them niggas is living like in the Badlands. The fuck is wrong with y'all? All right, Tulsi Gabbard, she just left out of there. They got rid of her, but she had a parting wave at the motherfuckers as she left.
I'm releasing never-before-seen communications and documents that expose exactly how Fauci worked with politicized career leadership in the intelligence community. I'm releasing never-before-seen communications and documents that expose exactly how Fauci worked with politicized career leadership in the intelligence community to suppress the truth about his actions, the virus's lab leak origins, and his role in directing U.S. funding for this dangerous research that caused immeasurable harm and countless lost lives. Now, these documents expose Fauci's direct role in influencing and manipulating IC assessments on COVID-19 and how Fauci lied to Congress in 2024 when under oath he denied knowledge of or participation in discussions with intelligence officials about viral research. We also received testimony from multiple intelligence community whistleblowers who reported retaliation for challenging the intelligence community's manipulation of intelligence on the virus's origins, once again revealing a clear pattern of suppressing dissent, silencing critics, and burying the truth.
There you go. They on Fauci ass. I told people that Fauci nigga was down with this shit. He's a damn German. I don't never trust no Germans. I'm letting y'all niggas know that right now. I don't trust anything a German say out their damn mouth. And like I said, she looked like Rogue from the X-Men. If y'all ever look into if you haven't watched X-Men or read the comic books and stuff, look into the character Rogue past life. She had a horrible life. She had a hillbilly daddy and a hillbilly mama. Oh, her life was terrible. That's why she ended up with the X-Men. Oh, sorry, Maxwell. Maxwell, see, I'm not eating yet. I haven't eaten yet. So, I only ate at work and shit. And I was cooking up goddamn meatballs out there. So, yeah. That'd be funny as hell to me. It's always the Asians always acting like they can't accept free food. The damn babies be sitting there begging. And they be like, all that goddamn shit they be saying. And the poor babies be hungry too. The babies be walking up. It's always funny when you see a fat Asian kid. What's that brother name? Eddie Wang or whatever. He had a show where he was a fat Asian kid with white people. And that nigga, he know that shit is real. Little Asian kids be hungry, nigga. You can't get full off no goddamn rice and no noodles, nigga. Y'all ever notice that? You watch kung fu flicks and shit like that? The Asians is always starving. Even anime with the Japanese. Watch anime, nigga. Them niggas is always starving. Starving like Marvin ass nigga. Yeah. A. Jones, you gotta go watch X-Men with your tether googles on. But yeah, look at the character Rogue and look at her past life. Oh, she had a terrible life. And that's like if you ever sit and listen to some of the Nabiscos at their job, I know they be talking black people ears off sometimes. You be like, what the fuck is you telling me all this? But they have some terrible, shitty lives. It's almost deplorable to be in damn Nabisco. Yeah, because they starving, Maxwell. That's now they eat a lot of small meals all day. But back in the days, nigga, it was just a little bit of rice and maybe a piece of meat on top. And that meat could have been rat meat, cat meat, dog meat. And that's what I say to people. If they do it to themselves, why you don't think they would do it to you? Oh my God. These people are crazy. But they have horrible lives. That's why they want to make black people's lives so horrible. Because guess what happened? They paid attention when they saw us come out of slavery and we didn't turn into the monsters that they were hoping we would become. See, now they finally created this monstrosity Negro, this Negro that's like impervious to all types of things, just eats hot Cheetos all goddamn day, wears bonnets, Crocs when they told not to, damn sandals on their damn feet, slides or whatever you want to call them. I call them sandals, nigga. If your toes is out, nigga, and your back foot is out, nigga, that's a sandal. I don't care what you say. That is tether wear, nigga. Yeah, It Man. You seen It Man, Maxwell. You seen It Man. It Man, them niggas was starving like shit. It Man is based in the first It Man starts in the 20s and it goes into World War II. But yeah, It Man, them niggas was starving on that bitch. Yeah, It Man, yeah, they all was poor. All them niggas, that's they hero, It Man. That's their motherfucking hero. And I don't know, I kind of agree with this white girl in this shit right here. You up here getting dominated by a transgendered Negro. I'm suing too, but notice how when they sue, they can't just make it like, yeah, I feel like I was. No, you got to use this is why I warn black people. You niggas out here to want to be letting your children be transgender, they're gonna get charged with sex crimes. Y'all don't seem to be getting it, you dumb niggas. Yeah, they're fighting over that rice, nigga. That's all they did was fight over rice. You think the Africans is crazy fighting over them UNICEF bags? The Asians weren't no different. Look at this shit right here. Callie can't get up. Callie getting her ass whooped. Callie said, I was being sexually grabbed.
Get to your base.
Callie lost to that transgender. That's a Negro. That's a whole man wrestling that girl. Look at that white girl. She's like, he's touching my breast. And so she's now decided to file like sexual assault charges. That's a transgender nigga. And I'm going to say this to black people who allow their kids to join into this bullshit. You got to be a serious case of dumb and weak-minded that you going to put your child in there and then no, nigga, if you my child, nigga, and you want to be a nigga bitch, you want to be Miss Nigga, nigga, you going to be Miss Nigga up in the room. You not going out there wrestling no white girls. Now you want to be a wrestler? Nigga, I was trying to get you to be a wrestler when you was a boy. You didn't like wrestling when you was a boy. Nigga, you're not going out there embarrassing me like that. Fuck all that. Yeah, you beating up Callie or Allie or whatever her damn name was. But shit, you're not going to do that on me. We got too many. We got so few men. Matter of fact, I'll say this because we got very few men in my family. We got a lot of women. And that's by births and shit. I had 3 girls. My brother Josh, he got 2 boys. My brother Cecil, that nigga got the most boys, that nigga. My brother Bradley, he got yeah, that lady is right though. Fuck it, sue. I sue too. I gotta fight Miss Nigga. Shit. That's what I'm saying, Maxwell. They dudes. They dudes. Even though they a weaker dude in the world of manliness, they're fucking still stronger than a goddamn woman. And that nigga just put some long locks in his hair. If you see how he on that white girl back right there, that's a whole nigga right there. I don't like that shit. I don't like it when the Nabiscos do it. So I'm damn sure not gonna like it when I see a black person doing it. Just don't do it. And black people, we come from too grand a stature to be falling to the bottom like this. I don't like it. I'm sorry if y'all niggas think I'm anti-LGBTQ or whatever the fuck other letters y'all done added on and numbers and shit, nigga. No, I just don't care. Your sexuality should not be the forefront of your so-called alleged humanity or ethnicity. That's it. Go ahead and sue, Allie. God damn it. Look at this devil. Look. Oh, is that Drewski? I hope
Do you plan on attending this year's BET Awards?
BET.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to let Drewski go.
Baptist church or something?
No.
I'm going to just let it go because
Do you
Drewski
plan
is
on
a jerk.
attending this year's BET Awards?
BET. What was that, some type of gathering y'all doing? That's Baptist church or something?
You know, we honor black culture. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, no, I mean, what was that? He probably got the Obamas there or something, don't it?
Are you familiar with Shabuzi?
Who's Shabuzi? What? He a NASCAR driver?
What do you think of this man?
Is it The Weeknd? I'm not sure who that is either. I grew up in the 80s, man.
Do you know who this is?
He and Sinners or the Black Wakanda thing.
Yeah, that's Michael B. Jordan.
That's Michael. That's Michael right there.
That's Michael.
Yeah, I figured that, man. He played a hell of a superhero, man. My daughter loved him. That Michael Jordan dude, he's good.
Do you find Drewski attractive?
Absolutely. Hot.
Hot?
Yes.
Cheat on your husband hot?
Yes.
My name is Chris Rock, Dad.
The only rock I know is Kid Rock. We produced our own halftime show this year with Kid Rock.
With Kid Rock?
Yeah.
Is there anybody we'd have to bring to get you there, Dad?
Y'all got Nelly Furtado coming?
Nelly Furtado?
God bless this country and bring home the troops! Bring them home, baby! Woo! Get back to the race! Woo!
Sunday, June 28th,
Woo!
the BET Awards, hosted by Drewski.
Sorry, yeah. Drewski had me laughing. That nigga said the only rock I know is Kid Rock. Shout out to my brother Black Alpha Network again with another banger. Shout out to Black Alpha Network.
Black Americans in this generation, we have said F around and find out. And guess what, y'all? We're in the midst of all is white on paper than any picture. We have said F around and find out. And guess what, y'all? We're in the midst of all of them finding out. We told them F around about a year and a half ago. Now they finding out about a minute ago. And this is the beautiful thing about what we've created. The Black and Brown Coalition does not exist at all. Never has. It's not a myth. It's a goddamn lie. America created a system and designed a system and a structure that is to milk foundational Black American creation and to give it to all these people who've never created anything. And then we showed up. And then we all stood up, all generations alike, all different regions, all different ages. And we collectively, as a foundational Black American grassroots, said, no more. It's a wrap. Y'all gonna have to get it on your own. Y'all already came over here and abused the Civil Rights Act, the Civil Rights Act that we fought for, the Civil Rights Act that allowed you to come to my country. And then when you got here, you openly worked against us and you openly sided with the W's. And now you think you're going to openly tell us that we need to go ahead and fight for you while you protest our reparations. What do you have more of? Do you got more pictures of these people marching and protesting and standing with us? Or do you got more pictures and evidence of these individuals trying to get classified as white on paper? You got far more of them trying to get classified as white on paper than any picture of us. Let Black Alpha tell you exactly what I mean. Whenever they get deported, whenever somebody calls ICE, whenever they get thrown in the van, whenever Tom Homan pulls up, Black Alpha, Certified Black Society, and the FBA grassroots, I'm going to do to them the same thing they did to us during the Civil Rights era. I'm going to sit it out. Remember, y'all, only thing we doing is matching energy. That is it. There ain't nothing that FBA is doing today that they haven't done before. All right. They've been doing it. They sat out every single situation that has occurred to Black folks ever since they showed up here in our country based off the Civil Rights Act that we got for them. So therefore, we gonna match energy and just sit it out. Boy, that couch is powerful. That couch can ruin an election. That couch can watch you get deported. That couch can have you getting snatched up from church, from your job, from walking down the street. That couch can do a lot of things, family. Because remember this, exclusive. Look at your screen, y'all. Look at your screen. Look at your screen. Look at your screen. This was them. Yes, it was. This was them during the Civil Rights era. I am Jim Crow. And I shall live forever. So it's become very, very evident who the problems are, and it's become very, very evident where the phone is. And remember, a Black American phone can send Julio back home. Black Americans in this generation, we have said F around and find out. And guess what, y'all? We're in the midst of all of them finding out. We told them F around about a year and a half ago. Now they finding out about a minute ago.
Oh, that I was on pause like a dumbass. Sorry about that, y'all. I was just talking about, this brother who I'm about to talk about with the Asians and shit and about cleanliness. And I'm sorry nobody heard, but let me reiterate what I was saying, particularly to my foundational Black American family. If you do have a food business and things of that nature, make sure you don't ever put your food on the ground. Not ever, not even for 1 second. Even if you got CCTV in your own business, particularly if you got CCTV in your own business and it can see where your food prepping and all that shit is. Because all it takes is the people to come in and say, well, let me watch some of your CCTV. I see you got CCTV video. Can you pull back video for the last 3 months and let me just watch a little bit of it? I'm telling you, that's how these food people be now. You need to have all your food in a food preparation zone. And I was talking about how even when I'm at home, I practice food safety. You ain't gonna see me taking, fuck it. All I did was cut some chicken up on this bitch. I'm gonna cut the pork up on it too. Hell no, I'm not. Hell no, I'm not. I got different cutting boards for each piece of meat. You got you know what I mean? They like you can buy them. You don't have to buy the big giant. You get one big cutting board, right? And then you get these little thin cutting boards that you put on top of your big cutting board. And they got the adhesive on the bottom where it won't it's like rubber, so it won't move on your cooking board. And if for the family out there, if you got those white cooking boards and you have a problem with them slipping and sliding, just go get some of the adhesives that they put on the bottom of chairs and put that on the bottom of your cutting board and use that on the bottom so you don't end up cutting yourself. You always want to practice food safety, even when you're in your own home. And I was saying about, to see these Asians eating like that, and it's crazy. It's just crazy. I was like, the only people you might not have that problem is like the Japanese, because Japanese people tend to have like good food safety. But other than that, man, other than that, that's right, Maxwell. Okay, see, Maxwell is like myself. Oh yeah, we could bring back honorifics. That's right, Maxwell. Yeah, you could put Project Leroy. That's the fact. Like Japanese, I was saying, Japanese shouldn't really be having these problems because they brought up in a culture where shit, nigga. That's like Muslim shit. Haram, nigga. Nigga, dad might come out with a damn samurai sword out the back of that fucking room. You got the goddamn udon just all on the goddamn floor, nigga. But yeah, the Japanese, I'm telling you, they the only niggas you could really eat a raw egg from. You shouldn't really eat raw eggs in America. Over 75,000 motherfuckers die every year in America from eating raw eggs. 75,000. That's why you got to be careful when you go to a restaurant. When I go to a restaurant, I know they not buying quality eggs unless they say it on their menu. Because now if I get sick, nigga, I'm coming back. Nigga, you said you had quality eggs. Shout out to First Watch. I do go to First Watch, and they do have some good eggs. They do have some good. I have to say, First Watch. It'd be a lot of cops and police in that bitch. Yeah, we need to, Jesse. I'm telling y'all, look at this video right here and tell me we shouldn't be calling the cops on these people. Fuck out of here. Oh my God.
Okay, actually, hold on. We can actually start right here. This right here, brother. I'm sorry. This right here is unacceptable. Just how this chicken, bear chicken, is not supposed to be in a sink like this. Give me 1 second. Okay, actually, hold on. We can actually start right here. This right here, brother.
This shit.
I'm sorry. This right here is unacceptable. Just how this chicken, bear chicken, is not supposed to be in a sink like this. Give me 1 second, sir. Brother, these are live roaches, sir. These are roaches, brother. Do you see those right there?
That we had a guy come out.
Those are live, brother.
Hell, he's lying. I have a guy come out. Look, live
and
roaches, bro.
Oh shit, brother, this one right here. Oh, y'all infested with roaches, bro. I don't even want to keep blowing my whistle, but at this point.
Yo, this brother right here, he's got a rack of fucking videos. He's got a rack of videos over there on motherfucking TikTok. Oh, I be watching it, but I be too scared to bring all them videos because it's so gross in these damn Asian restaurants. I am telling you, black people, you should not be eating at Chinese food restaurants. I'm just trying to tell you, this is what, for the people who've been following me, this is like the third video I done played y'all. Now I'm going to keep playing a video. I told y'all, every night we come on here, I'm going to be playing one of his videos. Until y'all niggas learn to stop eating that Chinese food. Stay out that place. There's a reason you need to stay out of there. Let them die in obscurity. That's just it. If you see how these people treat us and the way they treat the food that they serve you, you should not be up here trying to be embracing these folks. If you are, nigga, after all this, I got a bridge in Brooklyn, nigga. You can cash at me right now. If you think you should be eating at these types of restaurants, you are crazy. Yeah, roaches. Oh, the video was worse. It got worse. That's why it's clipped up. The video was worse. It's longer than that. This is from his own, because he has the long one, then he got the short one. Go check him out. Yeah, black people should already know how to cook goddamn Chinese food. It ain't that simple, nigga. The number one thing you always got to remember, you got to make sure you got some cooking starch or some corn starch. That's just it, nigga. That's what a lot of Chinese food, they're making that sauce glistening, looking all glistening and all thick. It's cornstarch, nigga. That's it. Yeah, rat dookie, all type. Nigga, you don't think that don't get in your food, Project Leroy? Y'all don't think that shit get in y'all food. Man, y'all crazy. Right, Maxwell. Right. Like that video where that sister, they locked her and her little daughter in the goddamn hair salon, trying to say she stole. And was about to whoop on her. I'm telling y'all, man, y'all better wake up. Go ahead, Donnie.
So Marlon Liu, the Asian who burned the cross in Chicago, they just released him from jail, and he continues to act dumbfounded about this cross burning. Check this out. This reporter cooks him.
You are in college or have taken college courses. How could you not know the context of that cross burn?
I didn't go to college for history.
But you are college. You had some college courses, right?
Not history.
CPD released photos of a man they say ran from Grant Park. Why did you choose to run away after you burned the cross, sir?
That's just what I did, man.
So
that's not relevant to...
Some can say you ran away because you were a coward. How do you respond to that?
No.
Well, why run? As Liu awaits trial, he says he now understands the racial context.
I've learned now the severity and the historical baggage and the context of what I've done. I understand that now. Okay, before
oyster sauce. You got to get you some oyster sauce too.
I understand that. Okay.
Yep. So buy you some motherfucking.
Where did you get the idea of a cross burning if you knew nothing about it?
From my brain.
What an embarrassment, right? You part of a protected group. You have a hate crime bill that protects your group of people, and you out here committing hate crimes. And for you to act dumbfounded, you know exactly what burning a cross in America signifies. I don't see anybody putting yastikas on synagogues and then acting dumbfounded. No, you know exactly what you were doing. Now, for them to paint this false narrative about, oh, there's tensions between this community and the Black American community, put any community in it. Not only their community is a false narrative because you're insinuating that there's an exchange of tension. No, this is a reaction. Cyrus happened. Boycott, reaction, just like Martin Luther King, just like Malcolm X, just like the Black Panthers. Whether you agree with their movements or disagree with their movements, they're all reactionary movements. You come, burn down Black businesses. Now you have MLK. Now you have Malcolm X. You come to Oakland, police brutality. Now you have the Black Panthers, Huey P. Newton, Bobby Seale, all reactionary movements. We were provoked first, and now this is a reaction. So stop painting this false narrative about, well, there's tensions between the Black American community and this community. No, these are reactions, right? And me personally, I feel like this should have been handled in the 90s with Latasha. This should have been handled with Latasha.
Yeah.
God bless her soul. And God bless Cyrus soul and his family. But yeah, stop with these false narratives about there's tension between the Black American community and whatever community. Insert one. It's a false narrative. Because everything that came out of the Black American community always been a reactionary movement. And you know what? It's shameful. Right,
but y'all keep
all
these
like
they some separate
Asian businesses that the Black American people funded, they were able to use that money and fund the Stop the Asian Hate movement. Where do you think all that money come from, right? And for y'all to sit up here and think that you could police the Black American dollar, y'all,
I knew what you said.
Yeah, something's not clicking up there for y'all. But anyway, yeah, he know exactly
really know
what burning across signifies. He's an Asian American. It's not like he just came over here yesterday.
It happens all the time. You know why I don't even trip off that type of shit? How many times y'all look and read the headlines on the news? If you got like news channels on your goddamn YouTube and you see them put they like, you know, where you put your title and shit, they be having mad fucking errors. You be like, damn, who the fuck taught this nigga how to write? That's why I don't do all that. That's white supremacist shit. If a nigga start questioning another nigga how they wrote something, my antennas will go up real quick. Because for one, you don't know if that person chose to write it that way. And two, it could be a damn typo. Because sometimes when you write shit, your computer or your tablet or your phone, it'll rearrange the fucking words and do what it wants. Pinky. That's what he just said. And that's what I agree. It was a lot of things that happened, even in New York, even on this side of the East Coast. There was shit that happened that we should have, you know, like when shit was happening to Black people on the East Coast, we start saying, you're headed for self-destruction. You're headed for self-destruction. Instead of looking at the root causes of why shit was going down the way it was going down. We started talking about self-destruction and all that shit instead of looking like, well, we always kind of look in the self. You know what I'm saying? But you always have niggas say, well, what happened to the self-destruction movement? Nigga, it went up and it bust like everything do because we don't stick to shit. Some of y'all niggas, and a lot of that was because of tethers. We didn't really realize that. You had these mans that you had around you, and they be like, man, you still harping about that shit? Like, just chill, bro. And you didn't ever really think about it until you start realizing today as an older person, you're like, damn, now I know this nigga's Caribbean. No wonder this nigga was always like saying all y'all do is talk about race. And now I see why. This nigga is a damn buffer. Yep, they began tethering. I didn't even know these niggas was tethered. Like when I go back and I look at all the niggas I have fights with, the one thing I learned from all the fights I had, all the niggas I have, I only had 2 fights with 2 FBA people in my lifetime. Everybody else was a tether. I just didn't know they were tethered. Well, I say 3 FBA niggas because one of them niggas was a Hebrew Israelite. And I just knew I had to fight that nigga because he was a Hebrew Israelite. Exactly, Maxwell. Yeah, it's time to get our own wealth transfer. Fuck these people doing what they've been doing to us. We gonna still ask for our reparations, but we gonna do our own thing right now, finally. We're gonna finally stick to some shit. And this is it. This is it. I'm telling my daughters, I be on their ass about this shit. Like, you gotta own shit. Everything. Own it all. Yeah, African Barbata, KRS-One, a bunch of tethers. Y'all don't know. This not no bad thing about KRS-One or nothing. I don't know why his son did it, but one of his sons had unalived himself over a white girl. This is a fact. You can look it up. One of KRS-One's sons unalived himself over a white girl because a white girl didn't want to fuck with him. And I was sad because I had knew the nigga. And I was like, damn, if I would have just told that nigga come down to Virginia, like, nigga, you can get all the white bitches you want, he would probably still be alive. I know this black nigga with green eyes. I swear to God, this brother is brown as a bitch. That's why it make me think he ain't FBA, but he could be because he could come from like a swirling family. Because out here they have a lot of swirling families, like a whole family of swirlers. So you be having these niggas that like, nigga, why you got green eyes and you this brown? Because all the niggas I knew who had green eyes was light skinned. That's how you knew a nigga was FBA. You like, wait, you knew he was actually black because he was light skinned. Only light skinned niggas had green eyes. But then I guess I learned something new out here in Virginia. But this nigga only date white bitches. Yeah, tethers do dissipate the empowerment energy. Quick Father's Day shout out because I ain't send it to y'all on YouTube, but I shouted out everybody.
Happy Father's Day, y'all. It's your boy Breeze. You know what it is. I'm out here working, but I hope y'all have a great one. I might be on today's live. We'll see what's good, but y'all have a great one. Catch y'all on the flip side.
But yeah, that was me sending y'all a happy Father's Day to all of y'all while I was in there working. Well, I was getting ready to start the grill up at that point. I was going to go cook that shit up. You know what it is. Them tethers love that shirt, boy. My Mario brother's periodic table. They be like, where can I get that shirt, man? Nah, nigga, you can't get this shirt anywhere, nigga. This is from when Nintendo had a store over here, nigga. This is a 1-for-1. You could probably got it in GameStop, nigga, but they don't sell them shirts. Nintendo don't sell shirts like that, nigga. Once they make a certain amount of shirts, that be it. Cause he ain't believe me at first. Oh yeah, I be chilling at work. I love it. Cause niggas be jealous. The tethers and all them be jealous. Cause I be having fun. Nigga, it's work. How you gonna be mad at work? That's gonna bust your whole fucking day. If you at work and you upset. Fuck is wrong with you?
I went to a black-owned nail salon for the first time, and the differences blew my mind. Prices are everywhere. There's no secret prices. When you book your appointment, you have an idea on how much. I went to a black-owned nail salon, surprising you with your total at checkout. When you give them inspo pics, they give you exactly what you asked for. Exhibit A: the creativity, the quality, the execution. I went to a black-owned nail salon for the first time, and the differences blew my mind. Prices are everywhere. There's no secret prices. When you book your appointment, you have an idea on how much you're going to spend. They're not surprising you with your total at checkout. When you give them inspo pics, they give you exactly what you asked for. Exhibit A: the creativity, the quality, the execution. Top tier. And everything is customized to your taste, what you like. They're never going to try to make you change your mind or do something different because they don't have the skills to execute your vision. They're not trying to just rush you and get to the next client. They're taking their time with you. When you're in their hands, you are their priority. You don't have to worry about somebody getting put in front of you or jumping in front of the line. No. We watched my wife and kids my entire appointment. You know how good my wife and kids is. It was an experience I never even thought I could have. And boom, my nails was done and it was time for me to go and I didn't want to leave. Every single customer and every single nail tech was saying good morning to everyone. There is no talking where you don't understand what somebody's saying or you don't know if they're talking about you or you don't know if they don't like your feet. None of that. When my toes was in her lap, she took care of them like they was her own. I'm definitely going back. But if y'all want to try it for yourselves, it's located in the DMV, baby. Don't say I ain't put y'all on or nothing. I should have gatekeeped this one.
The DMV. The motherfucking DMV. There you go. I'm proud of this. I told people I'm gonna start. I know exactly where that is, Kearney, Maryland. I've been saying this. I'm gonna start posting videos like this too, where you get the remember because I know Pinky, y'all was asking about the toilet paper people and shit. It's just been hard as hell. I've been trying to email that video to me for like damn near 3 weeks. It just comes out fucked up every time. So I gotta figure out another way. I may have to drop box it. That might be the only way because I did see the option for that. But yeah, I'm gonna start playing videos like this too, so you can see that there's black people. I'm gonna start trying to do every state because it's on TikTok. Word up. I got chicks from TikTok who they be sending me videos. They're like, Breeze, you really want this shit? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna post y'all spot because wherever you at, I got a chick from Mississippi I'm gonna be bringing on, a Cali chick. Cause I tried Cali so big, I tried to cover every area. Southern Cali, LA, all these areas. That was a real goddamn. I stayed up. I was mad at myself because I stayed up all night that night talking to their asses on TikTok, and then I had to go to work. I be killing myself, but motherfuckers don't know how like the shit I'm building behind the scenes that you don't really see. I'm gonna start letting everybody see because I'm building something that I'm trying to make really happen. Cause I want this shit. I love talking to y'all. I'd rather be talking to y'all than being at a fuck job. Oh yeah. Let me show that. Yeah, let's get that too. Go ahead. Word up. I'm gonna try. It's everybody. It's chicks in Chicago, brothers who do things, food. It's this one brother in the Bay that everybody who in the Bay need to be checking him out. I wish Caldor was here. Caldor probably know who that brother is because he from the Bay. And this nigga got some of the meanest barbecue, and he do like a seafood type thing. That's why I be saying that's the wildest shit. I be running to niggas from Cali out here in Virginia all the time. And I always laugh. Them niggas be like, yo, where you from? I can hear they Cali accent. They be like, yo, where you from, yeah? They be like, I was like, shit, New York. He's like, I could tell. I be laughing because I'm listening to him with the Cali accent. I'm like, I could tell you from Cali too. I sometimes can tell where y'all from because I done heard Maxwell talk. I done heard Maxwell talk. I done always heard Big E talk. I can like tell y'all areas now. Cause I've been listening to niggas like, oh shit, I didn't know that nigga was from the homie. That nigga from LA too. That nigga from out there. The real niggas. I don't talk about these tethers. Which story was this? Oh, it's just a bunch of crazy shit.
You're being racist and that's not okay.
A confrontation caught on cell phone video is drawing attention after a Nampa couple says a neighbor posted a racist note targeting black residents at their apartment complex. The handwritten note included derogatory statements about black people, describing them as criminals and suggesting they should leave Idaho. The couple photographed the note before confronting the woman.
Your paper. Why? No, we saw you.
We watched you, ma'am.
During the exchange, the woman initially denied posting the note before later apologizing and claiming the behavior stemmed from fear of things she's seen on television.
So shout out to this Latino couple right here.
Then don't watch TV.
Don't watch, no.
The couple says they confronted the woman because they were concerned about the impact the message could have on other residents, including children living in the apartment complex.
That's not okay. Okay. That's not okay. There are children who are also black here.
The woman can be heard apologizing multiple times throughout the video.
See how that white woman did that?
Man, there's nothing to be scared about.
Idaho News 6 reached out to Nampa police, who confirmed an officer responded and took a report. Police say the case has been forwarded to the Canyon County Prosecutor's Office to determine whether Idaho's harassment statute could apply. Investigators say specific legal standards must be met before harassment charges can be considered, and no charges have been filed at this time.
Well, we ain't no charges been filed, but they had her ass crying. She was doing the Nabisco waffling. She was like, oh, I'm sorry. Because she thought they was just going to let her walk away. She's like, oh no, I'm just putting out my trash. They're like, no, you didn't, bitch. He like, that letter, why? That letter. That nigga sound like the old Navajo nigga. The letter, why? White man, untuku. Ompantu untuku. White man. That's all them niggas ever had them niggas say in movies. White man. You be like, yeah, this shit don't got no dialogue whatsoever. It's the white niggas, John Wayne and them got all the dialogue. When the Indians show up, the nigga just say, white man. And try to kill a nigga with a spear. That's the African shit right there, that spear. Y'all got me die laughing over here. Like, what the hell do they be doing? These movies they used to make, no wonder puffing them up full of bravado. And the number 3 thing that take y'all out of this world is accidents. Some people was like, well, that's because they like to go mountain climbing. No, nigga. No. Go look up the accidents, nigga. They get killed by like shit in the house. Like they might have water on the floor and fall and bust their head. All types of shit. Get caught in the motherfucking garbage disposal. You were like, that really be killing them? The nigga be having a tie on. The shit choked the nigga to death. And bend the nigga up in the motherfucking sink. I saw that picture. I was like, what the fuck? How the hell does that happen to a person? With a goddamn you get your tie caught in the fucking drain thing and they pull your ass down to your death. Like, how the fuck you get your tie in there in the first place, nigga? Like, what is you doing? Crazy work. Oh, well, they had her crying. Crocodile tears. Like somebody, they let her off, but they were good Latinos. You have to say that. You have to say that. They called her ass out. Look at this shit in I guess some Malaysian tourists came to China. I'm telling you, everybody's starting to try to copy our delineation, but it go wrong for them. So I guess they went to China and shit. And y'all be fucking around in China. I know you come from like an oppressed like place in Malaysia, but to go to China and start talking about how funky these people is to their face. Yo, check this shit, guys. Word up. What the fuck? Hate when they keep doing that shit. They shoot my video. They saying these niggas stink. To all these Chinese. Look, they got a musty Uber driver. The Uber driver musty too. They talking shit about him. They said this nigga stink. The Chinese so smelly. Now they country in trouble. Hey, but see how what happened? Them niggas whole country in trouble now. They said the nigga was musty. Look, I don't blame a motherfucker like that either though. But you gotta go around it. The nigga was, they said the whole country was musty. And there's a Nabisco right behind her head. If you're looking right behind her, there's a white nigga right there. Oh, he could be like a big-headed Chinese nigga. Maybe that's what he is, a big-headed Chinese nigga. Because I can't forget, they are small people. These Malaysian chicks. Word up, Project Leroy. That's fucked up. They had the musty Uber driver. They was like, why he stinks so bad? Damn, that's fucked up, Chinese. See how you Asians is to each other? And y'all talking to us. Like we're the crazy ones. They calling y'all all musty. If you do come from a place where you gotta wash yourself up, boy, you hate mustiness. That shit is like, it's the worst shit ever. Cause you know, like, nigga, you can't smell that shit. I know when I've been musty, I can smell that shit like, damn, nigga, I'm musty as hell. I gotta handle this shit. Sorry, I'll be back, nigga. You know, if you ever got into it with a lady or a man and y'all really got into it real good, you be like, God damn, we funky as hell. I had to go take a shower. I can't do this shit. And try to take a shower with a person in the bathtub is the worst shit ever. Don't let them play you out in the movies and shit. You got to be in love with the nigga. If you just in there with a nigga y'all both trying to wash up. Y'all niggas dancing back and forth in that bitch to try to get wet. What is wrong with you? Really, you like, bitch, you should just wait and take a bath. Oh my God. That's fucked up though. Them niggas don't care. This is in Asia. This is not like America. For all you people who don't get it. It's not America. But that was in China. And the Malaysian bitch said them niggas was must. I can't tell y'all nothing else. They musty. That's just it. I don't know, Pinky. I just know it's off my list. I ain't trying to go be around a bunch of musty niggas. I done been to Africa, nigga. And them niggas is musty. You go to Jamaica, the white people be musty as hell. You like, damn, nigga, I thought you was white. You smell like one of the natives around this bitch. I mean, my kids would yell on the bus, Dad is uppity. Dad is uppity. Like, nah, nigga. I'm just not going to be around all this shit. I seen shotters. I let my kids watch shotters. That's what I said. People, my daughter, I remember she was like 6 or 7. We were sitting there watching The City of God together. My daughter's like, I don't want to be a kid like that. I know it's fucked up to legit. Get y'all watch The City of God. But I remember my daughter, she didn't watch no more after the kid age. I let her watch up to when they were little kids. And my daughter was like, I don't want to be a little kid like that. I started dying laughing. I remember I fell on the floor. I fell on the floor. Literally. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yeah, all right, it's almost time. I said, because she was like, well, let me watch a little bit more. I let her watch till they stopped being kids. And then she had to go. The shit is crazy as hell. And you know them niggas was musty in The City of God. Look how sweaty them niggas was. Y'all didn't never notice, like in The City of God, them niggas, fuck Brazil. That shit just looked like a place for sweaty niggas. Fuck all that. I do not like all that humidity. That's why I could never be the herpetologist that I always wanted to be. Because I ain't trying to go to these countries looking for no damn poison dart frogs in the rainforest. And you can catch crotch rot and all types of like diseases from just being out there in the humid weather all damn day. Because you gotta wear gear and shit. You gotta be able to keep your shit in your pockets. You can't be out there in no goddamn sandals and goddamn old soccer shorts like them niggas be. Cause you ain't from that part of the block. Just making sure. But yeah, this shit crazy. Y'all tell me if I'm crazy. Would y'all be willing to go out there, be in all that humidity, possibly catch crotch rot? Cause when you go to vacations, nigga, it'd be like 1,000 degrees out there when you go out to some of these tropical islands, and you just stay in the air conditioning. You like, fuck that. I'm not going out there, bitch. I'll be out there at nighttime. I'm coming out at night. Because at night is only when that shit feel nice and cool. Sometimes that shit be cold at the night. You be like, damn, nigga, I gotta put a hoodie on. Go to the Maldives and check how the Maldives is. That shit be hot as hell in the day. That's why everything is taking your ass out there in the water all damn day. And even when you out there, it's hot as a bitch. Yeah, it's crazy. You be out there with them musty motherfuckers and get bit by a damn mosquito. Your ass is all sweating and shit. You like, what the fuck happened to me? Shit can happen out there. Even drinking off their glasses. If you fuck around and drink off a glass, it could be a worm on the fucking glass. Like even in Mexico, you do not drink off no fucking Mexican glasses because they all carry these worms. That's why no Mexican could ever drink off my cup. Hell no. And I'm not just saying this to be mean. The Mexicans over there, they have like a kind of like a worm that's in them. And it just live all throughout their blood system and all that shit. And if one of them got a bloody tooth and then, or if they, even when they wash it, because it's in the water. That's why you ain't supposed to drink no water in Mexico. You're supposed to only have bottled water. They tell you that shit when you go there, when they give you that little paper, that pamphlet. The first thing on that page is the do's and don'ts. You like, what the fuck? That's why I don't know why niggas be rushing to be out there.
Videos of this toy being beaten, pulled, and thrown were all over China's social media before it spread beyond its borders and after a clip of the vlogger. Videos of this toy being beaten, pulled, and thrown were all over China's social media before it spread beyond its borders and caused a different backlash.
They're taking delight in torturing a black baby doll. Let that sink in.
It started with a vlogger who jokingly treated the stress relief toy as if it were his daughter, naming it Natasha, according to Chinese state media Xinhua. After a clip of the vlogger accidentally dropping the toy and leaving it misshapen went viral, a wave of copycat videos followed, Xinhua reported. Most videos mentioning Natasha have since been removed from the account. CNN has reached out for comment, but has yet to receive a response. Some sellers of the toy took the trend one step further, reportedly pricking and cutting the toy with needles and knives. But the craze soon drew criticism from the China Consumers Association and state media. They said the videos emphasized violence and contained suggestive content that could harm minors. While much of the criticism in China focused on violence, some Western social media users questioned its racial undertones after the clip spread there.
Society loves to minimize anti-blackness when it's staring us right in the face.
Chinese state media says regulators in several regions have now put the toy under targeted inspection.
What you mean targeted inspection? It shouldn't be allowed out, nigga. You should get the nigga like y'all do in China, nigga, and give that nigga a hanging. That's it. Ain't that what they do in a communist country? They hang niggas. Yeah, it's an African doll. That's what I'm saying. The tethers ain't have nothing to say about it. It's just some foundational black Americans, because we like shit. If they do a tether, what make them don't make another one if nobody say nothing right now? They're going to have one with a fitted cap on. You know who that's going to be representing. That's a fact. And they would have went through every other group. It's better to check the shit where it came from and stop it now. But the fact that the Chinese said they're only going to target it, like, nigga, just shut it down and hang those people. When I was a kid, that's what the Chinese did. They would hang a nigga. They ain't let your ass off. When I was a kid, all the time I used to watch the Chinese news with my dad. He's like, uh-oh, here they go. They got another motherfucker they hanging today. That's how my dad would be like. He'd be like, boy, these Chinese, boy, you know they gonna be some good motherfuckers. We thought that. Yeah, barbaric little fucking scammers. Look, there is Chinese gangsters. If you go to China, there's Chinese gangsters just roll up on niggas on the street. or pull your car over and shit. You like, what ain't where the communist army at and shit? Them niggas out there get ready to fight with America and shit. Like, nigga, we ain't got time for none of this other shit. So it's all type of lawlessness going on right now in China. Don't let the Chinese fool you. That's right. I'm trying to see if I still had that video where the Chinese niggas had that bitch hemmed up in the store. Why the hell you going to a damn Chinese store? Who's spending black on him tonight again? Yeah, shit, I'm about to be out. Right? I ain't really pretty sure I thought I had got more shit than I did, but oh well. It's only still 9:46 on the East Coast. Shout out to y'all having a great time out there on the West Coast. To our centralized family, hope y'all having a great one. You know what it is, man. Love y'all. Nothing but respect. Did y'all see this story right here? This is how crazy these people is. And y'all think we crazy? Because I'll just leave this before we let the Jeff Metcalf song go. This woman is going into damn mausoleums and stealing from the damn dead and got a damn baby with her while she doing it. Y'all tell me these people ain't diabolical.
A young girl in tow, as the woman investigators are calling the Crypt Crooks, strolls into the mausoleum at Memorial Oak Cemetery June 6th. The child seen wandering. A young girl in tow, as the woman investigators are calling the Crypt Crooks, strolls into the mausoleum at Memorial Oak Cemetery June 6th.
Like
the child seen
cool
wandering
name,
around as the suspect gets to work, opening up the glass cremation niches. She appears to use some sort of tool, then pries the glass open and helps herself to the treasure inside. The Precinct 5 Constable's office says jewelry, gold bars, and rings all turned up missing, and it's not the first time. They say a visitor first noticed something missing from a display case May 26th, more than a week before this video was taken. Now investigators are turning to the public for help identifying the mystery woman. Her back covered in tattoos, and at one point, she was seen holding a distinctive black and white purse.
With a damn baby in there while she's stealing. This is just crazy. Yeah, Gray. That's right, Maxwell. Gray robbing with her damn child. What the hell? And they giving her like a name, the Crypt Crook. What the hell? These people is crazy, man. You can't tell me that we don't live in a depraved society where you just like, fuck it. Like, they haven't stopped. This is what they was doing in the they always been stealing out of graves. Sometimes it's called archaeology. That's what they call it. Oh, fuck, we're gonna dig up this nigger. Why didn't you dig up nobody white? Theoretically, they're not fucking real. They can't never find Alexander the Great grave. None of them niggas. Yeah, where the baby daddy at? That baby was pure white. It could have been a Mexican. Because I'm telling you, I see a lot of white chicks with Mexican niggas. I be die laughing. It's the funniest shit. Look, I don't care, but just try to swirl with somebody who got a decent body. Because y'all children going to look like y'all body put together. It's going to be the wildest shit you're going to see. Like, I saw a man-girl thing today. I ain't know what it was. I was just like, that one of the young lock kids, he said to me, he's like, am I crazy? But what was that? I was like, look, we told we gotta do what's right. He started dying laughing. I was like, I don't know. I just tried to not see it. It was looking sort of like a girl, but it was all huge with a big old back. It looked like Al Bundy when the nigga was going to play football with the devil. When you saw him from the back. But it wasn't shoulder pads. It was how her whatever body was built like. I was like, oh my God, please don't come over here and want a meatball. I was just like that in my head, like, I hope they don't want to come over here and want a damn meatball. But be in trouble. I was gonna be like, nigga, you got your own meatballs. I know we can't help it. Fired. Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm-mm. I was laughing. Motherfuckers was talking. I was ear hustling and shit. Like, yeah, motherfuckers be always complaining, but they don't want hours, but then they don't want to work. I started dying laughing. I was like, they don't get it. People, other motherfuckers be jealous because they think like, I was like, motherfucker, if you want, you could put let's see you put the tent and all that shit up and have to sit out there for some hours convincing just possibly 3 to 4 motherfuckers out of hundreds of motherfuckers. Like, you gonna get 3 to 4 motherfuckers like, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. Can I get this one inside the store right now? Like, yeah, nigga, it's in a box though. Oh, yeah, you think it'll fit in my car? Shit. Let's measure your car. Let's go measure the motherfucking box. We'll be right back. Like, nigga, we gonna get this in your car, your truck, your whatever. I was told then, they're like, well, yeah, we kind of advise them when they get the big joint to have them come put it together at their house. I was like, oh shit, well, he wanted to put it together himself. And I saw that white nigga too. He was like, fucking working like a charm. That's how white people say shit is great. They be like, working like a fucking charm. Yeah, I had an old nigga sitting up here today showing me his pictures since he been eating on a Traeger. That nigga like, shit. He's like, I'm ruined for a steakhouse now. I told people, I said, niggas think you can't fucking cook a damn steak on a Traeger. That's bullshit. Turn that bitch up to 500 degrees. I bet you that steak cook like a steak. You gonna be like, God damn.
You're the reason why your son is dead. You got a bad heart and your skin looks sun-dried.
That's
like
right.
a tomato. Your son tried to play tough, but that shit was fatal.
It was fatal.
You're the reason why your son died. You're the reason why your son died.
Stop the hustle, but it won't stop. You the reason. Yeah, you know what it is. Tell no lies.
You're the reason why your son is dead. You got a bad heart and your skin looks sun-dried. Like a tomato. Your son tried to play tough, but that shit was fatal.
Fatal.
You're the reason why your son died. You're the reason why your son died. That truth weighs heavy on your fucking head. Every tear you try to hide, still leak through what's unsaid. Like a cracked foundation, now the whole house leaning instead. Austin, ghosts walk the hallway every night, replaying what was said. Your guilt are rusted, anchor dragging deep beneath the tide. A cemetery in your chest where apologies reside. You planted stones in the summer, now the thunder won't subside. Try to run from the reflection, but the mirrors still collide. Paint card your name in stone where the devil used to tread. Every memory a blade, every photograph a red. The clock keeps ticking, but the wound keeps living in your head. Carmelo, cause some mistakes don't die easy, but your son did. They just sleep beside the dead. You're the reason why your son is dead. You got a bad heart, and your skin looks sun-dried, like a tomato. Your son tried to play tough, but that shit was fatal. You're the reason why your son died. You're the reason why your son died.
Congratulations, well done.
I buy that for $1. Who used to watch goddamn the old RoboCop when that nigga was like, I'll buy that for $1. Yeah, that attorney was terrible. Yeah, that attorney, like, they should be able to sue for malpractice or something because that attorney was like totally, yeah, he wasn't the shit. He didn't do anything right. And yeah, he put our boy life on the line like that. I'm telling y'all, that nigga didn't do certain things that I swear to God, I know they took Johnny Cochran out. I feel like, I can't say because they won't let you say it for a fact, but I'm pretty sure they took fucking Johnny Cochran out, man. Telling you. Because Johnny Cochran was going to really put the belt to ass. Johnny Cochran was going to put that belt to ass. Johnny Cochran was not playing. Get him out the way so I can erase all that shit. We'll see what happens. But like I said, I've been like trying to make sure, like, over there on X, we've been trying to make sure where we want to put the money, where they can get the money without all this other bullshit. So that's what people have been trying to sort out. Because, they railroaded the little brother. That's exactly what they did. That shit was a whole fucking setup from the start. That's why the judge, then now he all of a sudden he retiring. Like all this bullshit. Yeah, Maxwell, three. That's the least. Johnny went and got people out of jail. What are you talking about? Johnny was the first time when they tried to get Puffy the first time. Johnny Cochran was the reason why Puffy didn't go to jail. What are you talking about? There's even people all throughout the DMV, DC area. That's why his goddamn law firm was put over here in the DMV, was because Johnny Cochran was out here helping little niggas all over DC. Everybody remember Johnny Cochran out here. Johnny Cochran was a motherfucking hero. He did. Reginald Denny? No, he didn't. You talking about the other black nigga that was repping people like that? Yeah, the judge from Cal Rittenhouse retired 6 months after that. This is what they all do. Then they go sit off that white supremacist stipend. Johnny was a hero. I don't know what he did over there, but over here, Johnny was a goddamn hero. There ain't a nigga over here that's gonna be like, oh yeah, we don't remember Johnny for doing that. No, Johnny was doing shit out here. When Marion Barry went to court, it was Johnny Cochran who represented him. And Marion Barry was a rider. I don't care what no niggas say. You had more jobs and shit popping for niggas in this area for black kids than you ever had before. You could be like a kid from Virginia and you could go over to DC and you could work because it was considered part of like Virginia. Johnny was a hero out here. That's what I'm saying.
I have been to certain concerts and certain festivals where people wear diapers so that they can be front row of the show. And that's been an experience as a performer that I've smelled and experienced.
That is insane behavior.
Wait, hold on.
I have been to certain concerts and certain festivals. I have been to certain concerts and certain festivals where people wear diapers so that they can be front row of the show. And that's been an experience as a performer that I've smelled and experienced.
That is insane behavior.
Like, did y'all hear that? That the people now at some of these weirdo shows sit up there with diapers on, urinating and defecating on themselves? This is sickness. This is almost like baby-like. This is like crazy as hell to hear that. Yeah, I don't know what Johnny y'all had. The Johnny we had was a fighter, a rider, and a soldier. That's the Johnny I remember. That's the Johnny who was about to get goddamn reparations for black people. And I told people, go listen to some of those fucking shit he was talking about that reparation shit. He was starting to talk about it. I wish he would have never started talking about it, because when you listen to what he was saying, even some legal scholars who was listening to him was saying like, damn, he was actually on the road for getting reparations. He really would have gotten it because he decided not no race-based shit. That was the one greatest thing. That's what I still stick with Johnny Cochran. He realized early on that you can't do race-based reparations, but what we can do is lineage-based. That's what his whole premise was. And when you heard his whole premise, you was like, his whole hypothesis and all that shit, you was like, oh shit, he would win that argument. He would easily, the government would have to actually be like, oh shit, you right. And they would have to like, boom. They would have had to just allotted money. You would have had to just verify who you was. Yeah, went and got Geronimo Pat out, released and paid. Right, Maxwell. Oh yeah, they nasty. So they don't have. No, it ain't about going to the bathroom. It's about being, she said, first in line to be at that front. He helped a lot of niggas that wasn't no $1 million people out here. I know that for a fact. I know people who talk about his legacy and shit like that. People who just regular motherfuckers who tell me like, oh shit, yeah, shit. I thought we was gonna lose our motherfucking house. And then somebody was like, here, it's Johnny Cochran number. You might want to call that nigga. And he came and he got the shit crushed and didn't even take a payment. So I've heard people talk about Johnny not taking payments. So yeah, you only wear diapers when you up in space. Not like that crazy astronaut bitch that time that went to go try to unalive the other astronaut bitch while we're driving 24 hours with a diaper on. Yeah, remember that happened. Y'all forget that was a crazy Nabisco who went to go unalive another Nabisco, and she thought by just driving and just wearing a diaper, she would make it pass without being detected. That's the dumb shit. I don't know who don't want to get. Yeah, you get niggas justice and get niggas out and get niggas saved and doing good things for the community. You should be paid. What, he's supposed to live like a fake pauper or be a damn pauper instead of the prince that he was? But he wasn't living the way y'all telling me. I seen a nigga out here in the DMV before he passed away. I remember. I remember when I first came out here, they were first trying to get rid of all the niggas out here when I first came. But Johnny Cochran was still alive, and somebody had got Johnny Cochran and got him out here, and he got them to stop that shit. And then the funny shit is the person said that he didn't never want no money. So Johnny Cochran would come and do small shit in small areas and do things and file motions because it didn't mean shit to Johnny. Johnny like shit. That ain't gonna be nothing. We can figure this out in 2 hours. That's why I say Johnny Cochran was a goddamn genius. Yeah, it don't matter if he got paid. He still did a lot for the community. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what under circumstances. I don't give a damn. If you got a record like Johnny Cochran, nigga, that nigga should be given a gold mansion and a gold airplane and a gold AK-47. Whatever the fuck he want. When you look at his score records versus lawyers today, no niggas was winning nothing like Johnny Cochran was. There's multiple cases that Johnny Cochran beat the white supremacists. He's got a history record of beating these devils at their own game. I didn't say he worked for free. I said there's many times he did work for free. I have people saying it. Like, yo, yeah, he didn't want no money. There's plenty of people say, yeah, we tried to pay Johnny. He ain't want no money. That nigga saved. Like, Ben ain't winning nothing. Benjamin Crump is not a civil rights lawyer. He's never tried a trial. So all y'all who don't seem to understand that, you have to go to court and try a case. He's never tried any cases ever. What do you mean? Yes, you did what? I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what you're saying. I really don't know what you're saying. But yeah, anyway, like I said, even Michael Jackson, Johnny Cochran got Michael Jackson on. I mean, shit. This brother had a history of winning. And y'all focus just on the big things, the big fish in the sea. But he did a lot on the small level where you can't find a lawyer. Yeah, Ben Crump hasn't done anything. He's not a civil rights attorney. Yeah, he's a civil attorney, a person that goes to get money, to negotiate over money. That's what a civil attorney does. They negotiate. Oh well, this is our starting offer. And then the other person says, "Ooh, that's so steep, but let's see. How about this?" And you're like, well, I don't know. And he goes back and talks to them. Yeah, ambulance chaser. He worked for free multiple times, Pinky. I said he's done pro bono. He did a whole Johnny Cochran did a whole bunch of pro bono shit. And he did a lot of free stuff. I'm talking about people out here who told me that they didn't have to pay him nothing. Not just two people. I said multiple people. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Yeah, Crump got nobody out of jail. When did Crump get a nigga out of jail? When did Crump keep somebody from going to jail? So they two different people. They two different people. Crump ain't never kept nobody from going to jail, never got nobody out of jail. They are not the same people. Johnny Cochran is a hero of mine. I don't care about what little made so-called flaws, but when it came down to it, that brother was a rider for sure. Yo, happy Father's Day, Cow Dog. What it do, family? Cow Dog in the building. I was just trying to remember this brother name from the Bay that be cooking out there, Cow Dog. I was about to ask if you knew this nigga name, but I'm trying to remember it right now. I'm like, damn, I'm sad I forgot this brother name. Nah, see, that would be trying to, when you said that about Johnny, that make like that's what Johnny did. That ain't Johnny repertoire to show up just to sue somebody. Johnny Cochran was there for the people. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. That's what I'm saying right now. Because Johnny Cochran got people out of jail. Johnny Cochran kept people from going to jail. He didn't just ever show up to sue no goddamn body. So that's what I'm saying. You can't even equate the two. To put his name in goddamn the same line with Benjamin Crump is disrespectful. That's it. Yeah. That's right, Cow Dog. That's exactly what they are. Yeah. I don't know. See, like I said, we get two different Johnnies. It's like the people who talked about Chicago Red and then the niggas that talked about Malcolm X. See how the differ is? See, when we got Johnny Cochran, I know out here on the East Coast, Johnny Cochran was a hero. All he was doing was good shit. Maybe, maybe when he was out there, he was just suing niggas. I don't know. Oh, Michael did? Yeah, I know Michael always be up over there on TBA. I be seeing his ass all the time. Michael be like young Riaz and shit. That nigga be everywhere. I be like, damn, he's right over here too. uh, hey, I'm just telling you exactly what I'm saying. That's what I got on this side of the block. The Johnny Cochran we had was a hero. I don't know anything else about what y'all say. I know the Johnny Cochran that we had was a hero. And everybody out here in the DMV know it. Everybody like, this nigga was good. Mike Tyson, all Tyson niggas. I'm just glad that I gave up the streets and no court shit that I ain't never need a damn Johnny Cochran. But when I went for a Johnny Cochran type nigga when I was in Baltimore going through what I was, them niggas didn't want to help me. And I realized then, I was like, damn, it's only, if you try to even tell a niggas like, look, I only got this much money, nigga, like, here, look. Nah, nigga, you got more. That's what the nigga said to me. Like, nah, nigga, you got more. You know what you was doing. And I'm looking at this nigga, I'm like, you supposed to be the lawyer? And you already convicted me, and I said I ain't done shit. He started telling me my sneakers too clean and shit. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Am I supposed to came to the lawyer looking like a bum? I was like, this is crazy. But then I realized that was that Baltimore shit. Johnny kept plenty of regular people out of jail too. That's a fact. You can look it up. There's people you don't even know that Johnny Cochran kept out of jail, but particularly out here in Virginia and everything. I often even forget Allen Iverson was nobody when Johnny Cochran kept him out of jail. I keep forgetting that it was Johnny fucking Cochran who kept Allen Iverson from going to jail. They was trying to give Iverson serious crimes against defending himself against a bunch of maniac white boys. Oh, that's a story y'all don't know because you ain't coming close to Virginia area yet. See, I was in college when I heard that story. Allen Iverson, the night before, I'm a freshman too. And I hear this Iverson story the night I literally head to my first dorm. I arrived in Waynesburg University in Allegheny County, outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And so it's like that night, it's like literally the first night I arrived, I hear this story about Allen Iverson and shit. Matter of fact, that might have been that's 2 years prior to that. So I'm not, we still aside. Okay, yeah, all right. This is when, because I remember we got the joint on East Bay and the shit, and then he was like, they was like this kid in Virginia, and everybody was like, because you knew who he was. If you were somebody who played like the basketball, in the summer type shit like that, because it wasn't like how it is now. You had to know somebody who had a team that was like, all right, I'm gonna drive my team all the way up here. And these niggas can ball. You had to have like a nigga like that. Look, I know plenty of people that go to jail. That's just the facts of life when you're a black person. But you know what? The funniest shit is I know a lot more white people that went to jail than black people. I know plenty of white people that went to jail. A lot of the white people around here are jailbirds. That's a fact. When you meet a white person out here that don't got no criminal record, you be like, oh, you from out of town. Where you from? And they be like, oh, how you? Yeah, you don't got a criminal record out here yet. We don't know what you did back home. to bring your funky ass all the way to Leesburg, Virginia, when don't shit be popping. That's why I be looking like, where niggas? I know why I came out here. I know the reason I came out here. I came out here because my wife was out here. But you watching soccer now, FBA combo? That nigga said, goal! What are he doing right now? What are y'all doing right now? Restream. Like, one nigga, and I'm like, oh, this nigga desecrated us. Oh, you know what it is? We have a video sitting there. It likes to act like weird now. All right. Yeah, let's do this and then we're probably going to be out. Uh-oh, my boy made that Gazette. See, I don't even know how to be betting on no damn soccer. I'd be fucked up in the game. Look at this nigga. I think this nigga might be a tether though. But shit, ain't gonna keep y'all on. We out. Catch y'all on the flip side. I appreciate all y'all for coming through. You know what it is. Breeze Omega. Omega that's free. And I'm gonna be out. Y'all know what it is. Project Leroy. Everybody that was in here. The family. Jesse Paris. Pinky Wells. FBA Combo. Y'all know what it is. Maxwell Jenkins. Who else? There's a bunch of family in here. Y'all know what it is, man. Much love to y'all. Catch y'all on the flip side. I'm out.
Yeah. Pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord save me. By the way, give a little whiskey to the babies. Hot sauce, pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. Pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord save me. By the way, give a little whiskey to the babies. Hot sauce, pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. Yeah, pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. Yeah, grits and gravy. Grandma hold it down on the porch, barbecue, pig feet, pass me the hot sauce. Uncle Ben got a shotgun, double barrel, you won't pay the price. Living in the country living the life. New York City's my wife, downtown's my mistress. I love fried eggs, ham and biscuits, and cutlass drop, Cadillac convertibles. Lincolns, we cut off the top, the block, we run the streets, we set up shop, it's all gravy, grits and pork chops, we on top, hops and barley, man, we see purple like Barney, man, it's funny how on farms there's pigs and chickens, and the streets got pigs and chickens, I ain't saying nothing wrong about cops and women, but if the shoe fits, wear it, y'all, you know the doggone bar, ain't even scared of y'all, I'ma keep walking, I ain't scared to fall, when I know most of y'all scared to crawl, with the strength of a giant might scale a wall, singing Negro hymns like Mahalia, y'all. Pork, rinds, grits, and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord save me. By the way, give a little whiskey to the babies. Hot sauce, pork, rinds, grits, and gravy.
The Hambo, have you heard? I put most of these herbs head straight to the curb. They went flipping the birds, you know, but I did it all with a banjo, straw hat, overalls, and a pair of sandals. Smoking Winston lights, Salem's and Camels. Yelling, hurry up, boy, load up my ammo. Orange hat, jumpsuit, color of camel. 4-wheel, see if you can handle it. You ain't got fire, just enough to light a candle with. You ain't a builder, I wouldn't never hand you bricks. I hear them chirping. Without my pork rinds, grits, and gravy, I have a feel like a baby. Might even come around and have to pick up your lady and take her somewhere that's shady, but not under poplar trees and strange fruit. Part of the civil rights movement, I done found my roots. That's why I'm trying to find the truth. Only want that real shit when I come up and spit in the booth. Eat it up, regurgitate and give it to you. Pork rinds, grits and gravy. I see you at the barbecue. Yeah, I see you at the barbecue. Yeah, yeah.
Pork rinds, grits and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord save me. By the way, give a little whiskey to the babies. Hot sauce, pork rinds, grits and gravy. Pork rinds, grits and gravy. You know how the old folks say, oh Lord save me. By the way, give a little whiskey to the babies. Hot sauce, pork rinds, grits and gravy.